Hello everyone, and welcome! We've got some semi-finals action coming to you here from the Sportia stream. And joining me is PozzSka. Hello PozzSka, how are you doing? We've got some incredible action tonight.
Good evening, Sporty, and good evening, everybody out there in internet land. Thanks for joining us. I'm looking forward to a good one. This is going to be a good semifinals matchup. I'm excited.
Yeah, of course, and as you guys can see already, we've got that first match already set up. Unknown Academy, Untitled Esports White. But later tonight, we've got matches from every single league. Surge Cup, Tsunami Cup, everybody's getting involved. We'll follow this up with 135 Team Not Bound versus Omega Blackout. And we'll end with Unknown Esports again, but this time it's Unknown Aurora, taking on the top-seeded Tsunami Cup team in 5th Corner Esports. 3 semifinals, 3 best-of-7s. PozzSka, there's something for everybody.
Yeah, there sure is. These are all going to be really good matches. Excuse me, Omega Blackout, I saw play very recently. They've been solid all season long. And of course, we all love to watch those higher ranked matches. Those players always, they start to crank it up here in the playoffs. And then we see a lot of fun stuff. And, half the reason we do this is that fun playing video games. So I like seeing when those guys that are way better than me start doing stuff that I can't do. So the higher ranked games get to be a lot of fun. So that'll be fun later.
Yeah, but of course, we're starting with the Riptide Cup. This is the C1 to C3 league, and basically, everybody left in this league is C3. Everybody left in this league is super high ranked.
These guys
doing
are
super
great.
well. This is, I would consider probably even the more higher profile match, at least in my opinion. There's probably some bias in that with the fact that it's on my stream, but it's Unknown Academy, Untitled Esports White. Let's take a look at those lineups coming up here. For you all here again, part of the Rocket League Splash Series here, sponsored by Invispar. Invispar, GamersOn.tv, and Heady Scarf Gang. These two teams, Unknown Esports, Untitled Esports. Well, these teams actually have had a really successful season. Again, Unknown have 2 teams in the Tsunami Cup semifinals. We're going to be seeing one of them. Untitled have their other team, Red, in the Surge Cup semifinals. That will not be on my stream. That will be on, I would assume, Cobra's stream coming up later tonight. So that will be exciting. But PozzSka, man, you mentioned to me before the series how excited you are for this, and I think that excitement is very real. These are some insanely talented teams.
I'm only more excited because you were telling me before how well Unknown Academy's been playing since the first couple weeks of the season started off kind of rough, and then they've been on a tear. And Untitled Esports coming in undefeated from the regular season and only giving up 1 game in each team, only giving up 1 game in all of the playoffs each. So they've went 4-1 and 4-0. So yeah, these are going to be fantastic games because these teams should, statistically speaking, be so evenly matched.
Yeah, and I like what you say as well, because Unknown Academy, that was a terrible start to the season. They started off 0-3, and they ended off the regular season 3-1, so they had a 3-4 record. Basically, everybody was saying that they were going to be a pushover for their first matchup, which was going to be against 5C Suitors, but they beat that team 4-1, actually on the stream. And they went on and decided to sweep all of it, who has won the Riptide Cup before. Back in Season 1, they won the Rocket League Splash Series. Back then, it was called the Bucket League, but even so, again, taking down a past champion, not an easy thing to do. And again, on a sweep as well, Unknown Academy, and specifically Call Red, the player you're going to watch. But again, they still are considered the underdogs here against Untitled Esports White, who have lost to literally nobody. A 7-0 perfect regular season, and they went, again, 2-0 in their playoffs. That 7-0 record also included a forfeit win over Unknown Academy in Week 1. So, while these guys have met each other before, we haven't seen them play each other in an actual matchup. This is going to be a huge time for them to kind of get used to each other, because a lot of things have changed from the start of the season.
Yeah, and for Olivet to win 4-1 in round 1, to then get swept in the quarterfinals is crazy. So Unknown Academy, the change in momentum after those first 3 weeks, like you were saying before the game, can anybody stop them now that they've turned this around, or is Untitled going to keep doing what they've been doing all season long? The best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. But both of these teams have been playing so well recently. Hard to predict. It's hard to have a strong opinion, especially when they didn't get to play in Week 1.
Yeah, and with all these changes they made, I mean, teams had to make roster changes. Unknown Academy had to make 2 of them in the regular season. Untitled White only had to make 1. There is a lot of, again, as you mentioned, past history can be helpful, but sometimes it deceives you. I mean, earlier today on Zen Zero stream for the Draw 7, which I was on as well, we got to see a matchup with First Class versus 0-1, and First Class actually swept 0-1 a while ago, like a few months ago. That was the last time they met each other. Today, 0-1, they made a roster change, they then beat First Class 3-1. So, upsets and changes in, style can happen. It does happen, it happens all the time. And it's definitely something to watch out for, and I'm sure both these teams coming into the series, they're going to treat it as if it's their first matchup together. Because it essentially is just the playoffs. If you lose, you're out. If you win, you move to the finals. So you don't want to take anybody easily.
Yeah, single elimination tournament here in the playoffs for RLSS. Shout out to chat who is throwing some predictions down right now. Excuse me, pardon me. Untitled Esports with the large preference from chat. So, Sporty, you can't put down prediction channel points because it's your channel. But if you could, where would you put them?
Well, you already mentioned what I was always thinking, what I was thinking would happen. I already said, I think Unknown Academy are the ones that are the team to beat in this playoff system. With how well they're playing, this is a team that nobody expected to get into this point. I mentioned that Colvard has just been absolutely ballistic. I've had the chance actually to swim these guys as well. Got destroyed pretty badly. I still hold that against you, Colvard, by the way. You absolutely decimated my team, and I'm not happy about it.
Well, Colrad's in the lobby. Oh, and UE just arrived too.
Well, that's a great timing. Thank you for the bits as well.
Perfect.
Thank you for the cheers, Sam. Again, yeah, we got everybody coming in again. Untitled Esports White may be undefeated. I really do think Unknown Academy will have that upper hand, so it's going to be a tough battle for both of them. But hey, they're both in the lobby, PozzSka. You think we should get things started? Or you think we should just we should just push this match back and just have it like delayed 30 minutes just because we feel like it,
You take Unknown Academy, I'll take UE White. That way we can build up some fake drama. And we'll see what happens.
That sounds exactly like what happens on other leagues. That is a little too close. But anyways, again, we'll definitely get in this series. I know I'm actually very, very excited for it. Again, what a match we have coming up. Best of 7. I mean, we both got water, I guess.
Yep.
Let's get into it. Why not? Here, let's get into this best of 7. I don't want to delay it anymore. I don't think these guys want to delay it anymore. Let's get into the action here. A best of 7 series. Welcome to the Season 4 semifinals. Single elimination still, but the pressure only increasing. Two teams at just an incredible late season response. Untitled Esports White on the red, Unknown Academy on the blue. Here we go, a best of 7, our first of 3 semifinals tonight.
Oh, right off the rip. It's almost like an unintentional fake here off the ceiling. CMD wanted a touch, didn't have it. Hazy Days said, no problem, I got your back. Finds the right side of the net. That's a goal right off the bat. Unknown Academy, just like he said, man, unstoppable here in the playoffs.
Yeah, they just started out of nowhere, making that tear happen. At the end of the regular season, again, they started their first 3 weeks off terribly, and, well, that's not going to be a great start either to this game. Coda with the response. Untitled Esports Red, or White, actually. Sorry, Red's their other team. White here, bringing an immediate response, and that is exactly what they need.
Beautiful pass from Clout off the backboard. Puts it away from the defender. You can see CMD wait. He was waiting there for it, but that distance from the backboard, clutch pass, beautiful shot. And that's a tied game. We got a brand new ball game.
And it's as if those 2 goals never even happened, PozzSka. Here as Unknown Academy. And get that response. Again, this is going to be the toughest match of the season so far. You think the playoffs can be tough. Well, talk about going up against literally the best team in the whole league. A team that nobody has been able to even get close to taking down. Untitled Esports Red. White. I keep calling them Red because that's the team I've seen more often this season.
Red, yeah.
This is the first time I've actually seen White this season. But again, Untitled Esports White, who are on the Red team. That's also a part of that. I'm just gonna make excuses for myself. Here as
yeah,
Unknown.
Totally, little copium never hurt anybody. Sorry.
Pass in field. Here comes Hazy Days, saved by Atomic. CMD battle, looking for Colvard, was beat by Clout Captain. None of these what's White doing well to really have this kind of push from the defense. It's really a defensive kind of team here. They're not pushing from the midfield. They're not trying to push once they get to offense. No, they're pushing from the defense all the way to the offense. Every part of the field, they're willing to try to push up as quickly as possible. But here comes Unknown the other way. CMD battle. That's not on target. That's an easy clear for Coda.
Yeah, right now, both teams, after those first 2 goals, they've both kind of, the tightness of those first 2 plays is kind of gone. Both teams a little looser here, a little more panicky or a little more frantic of a pace. I like the speed, though, because you want to see the teams attacking the ball. It forces the defense to happen. And like you said, if they're going to build all their offense off of the defensive touch, then they need Unknown Academy coming at them, and they need them coming at them strong to create a defensive start. But someone's got to be on the goal line. Colred's got the top left corner, and Unknown Academy's got the lead again.
And as I mentioned, focus on Colred. This guy has been dominating the playoffs so far for Unknown Academy. I couldn't believe it the first time I saw him that he was just that good. He does not play like a Champ 3. He plays like a GC1, GC2. Seriously, he plays like some of the guys I see in Blackline. And that's how good he is. And yet he is definitely a C3. I can confirm it. A lot of other people can confirm as well. That's how good he is. He plays at this level on this team. And really, he is having like an MVP level performance right now in the playoffs. Unknown Academy need to build off that. Is a great bump from CMD Battle, but no follow-up shot as Colred was waiting back. Atomic, flip reset, trying to find Clout Captain, but it is sent away by Untitled, by Unknown Untitled, trying to get that response back, but you can just tell, it really is just kind of a feel-out process for these teams. No one trying to play too aggressively or take too many chances.
Yeah, right now both teams still feeling each other out, and these are long series, these best of sevens. That's a really nice pass into the midfield. The shot can't make it.
Oh no!
Is it an own goal? It is. Atomic convinces Colred to do his dirty work.
That's not a great goal to give up.
Yeah, that's one you don't. Yeah, Colred, he wants that one back for sure. That is that's something he's gonna kick himself for a couple of minutes here. I suspect Unknown Academy is going to respond relatively quickly. Hazy Days throwing it to the backboard right off the bat. And I think they're going to try to respond pretty quickly. They don't seem to be waiting around for something to happen. They're trying to make their own offense happen.
That's the scary thing about Unknown Academy. They don't need you to make mistakes to score. They don't need it. No matter how well you play, there's still that threat that Unknown Academy are there and will find that net. If you make a mistake, yeah, they'll score off of it. But if you don't, they'll still score off of it. That's how scary this team can be. As here comes Atomic. Maybe a second touch with a bluff from CMD Battle, but it's open, and Coda will score. Demo in the midfield from Clout Captain, and Coda's got an open net.
When you remove the goalie, it gets a lot easier. And yeah, they took, who was it that got taken to Narnia? I missed it.
Believe it might have been Hazy.
Was it Hazy Days got removed?
I believe it might have been Hazy.
I think you're right. Yeah. I mean, just when he's not there, he can't make the save. He's been playing fine defense the whole game, but getting removed from the pitch makes it 100% more difficult to play defense. Oh, Clout's coming up, sneaking up on him. Not gonna happen here. Back up to the midfield. The unfortunate feels flip.
And that is going to hurt us. Now that's a bad touch in front, and Coda's going to score that as well. Panic on the side of Unknown. You mentioned there is a lot of panic in CMD Battle. I just don't know what he's doing with that touch. It's got to be better than that. He shot it on his own net, Colred. Well, he's able to save it initially. It really is just awkward from an Academy. It just feels like that rotation a bit too, trustworthy, expecting only good things to happen. And right now, there's not been a lot of good things that happen. They're playing a little too positively. Not playing it, and I know it's a little bit weird to say to play cynically when everybody says to play confidence,
right,
but
yeah.
As that last play back, you have to be able to think that bad things are going to happen. Got to be prepared for them, especially against teams like...
You have to play worst case scenario.
Yeah,
if
especially...
you're not covering worst case scenario, you get... And well, that's exactly what Colred did to them. There was nobody on the goal line. And I think it was Atomic and Clout coming up on the goal line. Neither one of them was in sort of the right place. And Colred found that top left corner.
And for Unknown Academy, oh, that's a pass right in front for Colred, and if you think Colred's missing that, you'll be sorely mistaken. I'll go back for Unknown Academy, and if Colred gets a shot, it's so tough to stop him. He's so threatening. Everybody, you have to give him space, but if you give him space, that's how he scores. Untitled Esports White, the predicament of Colred is going to be a real thing that they have to think about this series.
Yeah, shout out to CMD. He had a bunch of big bumps on Atomic inside the net that prevented Atomic from coming back to third man position. And that doesn't get marked down as assist, unfortunately. The bumps and demos on the goal line. But CMD with a really nice heads up play to get Atomic out of the way. Oh, leading the way as well. Hazy Days trying to do it. Colred trying to play lead blocker, but couldn't find the defenders.
Unknown. Maybe one more chance this game. They are still down by 1 though, in time running out for them. CMD Battle. That's going to hit the ground. Coda will let it go there. And that's UE White with the first game. The favorites coming into this one. And, they got to be pretty happy with that. A huge start for them.
Yeah, and Atomic, look at all the saves. Huge score. Lots of ball touches. Involved in the game. Even with all the bumps. CMD was doing his best. but Atomic still earning the MVP spot and doing a good job. Colrad, of course, doing a good job offensively for Unknown Academy. CMD playing that strong third man position. He had the saves, but Unknown Academy just getting, they're just being outplayed a little bit. The patience, I think, is there for UE White.
Yeah, they're waiting. They know. I mean, they've seen Unknown play. I'm sure they have. Again, this is a scary team. You can't take them lightly. And I mean, Untitled Esports doesn't take anybody lightly in this tournament. Nonetheless, a team that definitely can beat them here in Unknown Academy. UE White, or I guess Untitled Esports White, again off to a great start, but series still far from over here. PozzSka, a lot of action still yet to come. And well, what do you think Untitled UE White, Unknown Esports Academy? There's so many U's here. What do you think Unknown Esports have to do here to kind of adjust?
Yeah, Unknown Academy. They have to. I think they have to clean up that panic, that frantic pace on defense. They have to put themselves and keep themselves disciplined in their positioning and in those rotations. UE White, you know, they're doing a good, Unknown Academy's doing a good job. I think on the physical side of the ball, the bumps were there, but the timing's off. The bumps have to come when the ball is on the way. The bumps, the demos, that sort of play has to come at the right time when you have control of the ball. Oh, Atomic did make it back. He says they're ready. Little technical issue there, it looked like.
Yeah, one of the players had to reset their PC. It's a tech pause. Don't worry. These teams also do have tactical pauses as well. They can call a tactical pause in between these games if they wish to. They'll give them 2 minutes to talk things out. No one's used it just yet, though, and well, we'll see if it stays that way, because we're into game 2. A lot of pressure on these players to play well, to play at the level that we know they can, and well, now in game 2, it's a great start for Unknown Academy. Just like last game, off to an immediate start. 1 goal, only needed 6 seconds to get it.
Now, I wasn't paying close enough attention. Was it a planned kickoff play, or was it just a good read from Colrad off?
At this level, I don't think it's planned. At this level, it's pretty tough to plan your kickoff a certain way. I think it just so happened to pop straight up. They had a better kickoff.
DMD doing it again. That's over the midfield. That's a nice pass. Nobody ready for the shot. Colrad from the right wall. Does he get a double? No, he doesn't need it. Looks for the bump. Can't reach. Atomic all the way back to Hazy Days. A good rip. Nice angle, but couldn't quite grab it. Clout is stopped here, and the ball's coming all the way back to the orange side again. Dangerous ball. CMD this time looking to score. He's not trying to play third man. He wants that offensive position. Clout down over the midfield. Big touch. And they've tied it up. Atomic to the bottom right.
Yeah, what really makes this so tragic for Unknown is that they really were not in a bad position either. Had Hazy Days just turned a little bit earlier, had he just been a little more aware that that ball was going towards his net, I think that's one that Unknown Academy get rid of. But unfortunately, Unknown, we're not in the fantasy land here. We're in the present, and the present says, well, Unknown Academy wasn't ready for that shot, and Untitled Esports White again with a great response here.
It's a classic back post kind of mistake. It happens to the best of us. It happens in our LCS. It happens everywhere. Nice shot in the sky from Clout. CMD gets another save.
Easy Days. 10 long. It's a response from Clout Captain, but Colvard will clear. It's a bad touch there, and Coda he's going to get to it. That's a really well-made play. Again, it's the last play back. His job there isn't to win that challenge. It's just to waste out time for Unknown Academy and just prevent them from actually getting quick offense. Last thing you want to give Unknown Academy is a chance to score on an open net. And that's exactly what they do there, preventing that chance. And now Clout Captain, other way. CMD battle, jumping early, will get past Kota. And UE White, I mean, they're looking for these passes in midfield. They'll get it there, Atomic! Oh, what a save from Hazy Days. Untitled Esports White thought they had it, but they just couldn't get enough of it. These passes are becoming an issue for Unknown Academy.
Yeah, and this is what we're saying. A much more patient defensive positioning. You're right, Hazy Days wasn't in the right position, but he wasn't like out of rotation. He was just a little off the back post, but they're a much better example of a solid defensive rotation. And the ball, I think, spending most of the time on the orange side of the field. Atomic and the rest of Untitled Esports, after that first one now, having a little trouble kind of developing any sort of a play. As soon as I say that, Coda goes to the sky.
Yeah, but I do agree with that, and the fact that Untitled Esports White, their playstyle kind of demands them to sit further back. They're trying to go for these passes upfield. They can so easily get intercepted by Unknown Academy that you kind of have to sit back in anticipation of those clears. Here comes Coda, trying to do it himself. Got that dunk. Atomic next up, but he's going to leave CMD Battle to this one, as now bumping him away. Cloud Captain with the clear. Physicality coming from Untitled Esports White. We haven't seen any of that from Unknown Academy, but Untitled definitely not afraid to get into the, kind of the bumps and demos. We haven't seen it work for them yet all that amazingly, as this game stays tied. But pay attention to those bumps and demos. Untitled Esports White right now kind of winning in that kind of physical game, but haven't been able to score off it just yet.
Yeah, a nice back and forth here for the last couple of minutes, to be honest, but you're right. That first touch, if it's a little strong, you give away possession, and that's a big thing, I think, at this, like, sort of, pretty high level, but not the highest level of Rocket League. The booming touches, if you give away possession, if it's too strong, that's what happens right there. That first touch gets pushed too far away. The opponent just has enough chances to throw this at the net, and not every one of them has to go in, but eventually they do. Cloud Captain getting the assist. Coda, I think he stole it technically. I mean, secured it. Secured the goal, not stole the goal. Secured the goal.
Yeah, don't worry. PozzSka just sneezed.
And Untitled, yeah, excuse me. And Untitled back in the lead, 2-1, just under 90 seconds. No dribble for Atomic. This one's going to be back to the right side. Coda, nice stop in the midfield. Drops down. CMD trying to. He's going to sauce everybody up. That's a big flick. Does he have it? He does. Nice job. CMD Battle doing it all by himself. That is like coast to coast here.
Talking about tenacity, this is just fighting through.
For sure. CMD persisting throughout the play. That ties the game. 1:16 on the clock.
Yep, a little over a minute remaining. It's anybody's game. Unknown Academy want to get that back as a miss in the midfield. Oh my goodness, that error might cost Untitled Esports White the game. That is a huge whiff. Sure, it was a great shot from CMD Battle, but you gotta get that one on the backfield there, Coda. That is a huge whiff, and that is a free goal for Unknown Academy, as well as the lead.
Yeah, CMD with no goals in game one. With two real quick in game number two. We're coming up on a minute remaining. UE White, I mean, definitely has the capability here to score. And they have enough time. Oh, Atomic, the rare miss, gives Hazy an open look at the net. Can Coda reach this one? He can. Somebody was trying to bump him, too. That would have been sneaky and rude, but it would have worked.
Yep,
Coda up the midfield. Call red back. There it is. That's a 2-goal lead for Unknown Academy.
I was going to say, yes, Unknown is getting a little more physical as well. They're meeting Untitled Esports White, and that is Colvert to get that shot. Another one for Colvert, his second of the game. Unknown Academy looking to take this series back for them, and I mentioned it's going to be a close one. This is a pretty high-level match for these two. It being the semifinals, these teams trying to, kind of decide once and for all who really is better. CMD Battle saying he's going to be better, because that kind of a shot definitely says that.
Unknown now just coming alive here, and the unfortunate miss from Coda in the sky. And that's a 3-goal lead. That's really hard to overcome in 39 seconds in a threes match.
Well, Untitled Esports White, fortunately for them, it is just the very start of the series, so losses don't end your season just yet, but every loss does have that impact, and it's a huge response from Unknown Academy. Just more quality on offense. They're able to take this one here against Untitled Esports White, and really it is just back and forth, these teams learning more about each other as a stand-up performance. A bounce back from Unknown Academy. Untitled Esports White really have a response to store ready for game 3, because game 2's over. Game 2's done. It's been decided. In fact, Unknown's gonna get another goal. Why not? Colbert's gonna have his hat trick, and Untitled Esports White
for the road.
Yeah, Untitled Esports White just have to kind of sulk right now, because that game 2 is absolutely horrible for them. But going to game 3, it's gonna be a clean slate.
Untitled Esports White at this point, they're up 1-0 in the series. This is going to tie the series. This is where you learn to be a grown-up, and you move on from game number 2. And you already won. You know you can win. You know you can. Oh, there's another one for Hazy Days. 7-2 on 0 seconds. Look at this, right off the sidewall. He just gets the little doink into the midfield, and it's just in. A nice little touch to end game number 2. But yeah, Untitled Esports, they have to learn to move on from this one and go, yep, we know what we did. We know what they did. We know how to get back to game number 1. And I think they can be okay in the rest of the season, in the rest of the series, but they have to make that adjustment.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the best teams do, is they make adjustments, they make changes, and they know what they're going to do. So, again, this is one of those things where, I mean, they're going to be happy with what's happening in front of them. I don't think you should be too concerned for Untitled Esports White. They are, you know, Untitled Esports White. They're undefeated for a reason. We'll see them probably bring this back going into that next game. See if they can bring that back, that pressure as, again, going into game 3. It's a lot of questions now for Untitled Esports White. They've got to prove that they have that consistency. But I wouldn't be too worried for them just yet.
Yeah, I agree. I think they have, they've made it this far undefeated. I think they have the confidence to go deeper than 4-0 or 4-1 into the series. I think they definitely have the capability to do that, and hopefully they keep their confidence up. You know, I want to see the confidence stay, because when you get to game 6 and 7 and the teams really understand how each other's playing, how they're playing, that's when you get to see the fun stuff, and that's when they do stuff that other people can't do. You know, that's what I like to see when the teams open up. They get a little more creative with the ball. And it makes it fun to watch. It makes it so much fun to play, you know, and that's why we like the game anyway.
Yeah, I mean, creativity, a huge part of this level. If you have more creativity on offense, a lot of times it will work for you. As Colred, I just left in the midfield there. No one from another academy was willing to challenge that. Here he comes again. Out captain has the clear. CMD battle. Oh, but we'll call it a fake here as Hazy Days will pick it up. Now to the back wall. Bump in front. Colred not challenging. He recognizes that he cannot take that risk there against Joey White, and he'll make the save because of it. A smart decision from Colred. And it's going to keep this game tied.
Yeah, and Coda did a really nice job being patient with the ball. He just didn't have that last move. He needed one little special touch there at the end, and he just couldn't quite grab it. So a routine, you know, what could have been a really cool offensive play turns into a sort of a routine save. Shot from Colred, and Clout saw him coming. Nice play, nice challenge, and good awareness. But CMD Battle gets to play janitor in the midfield and clean up the ceiling leftovers. Nobody can, that's too fast. Nobody's gonna find that.
Yeah, no one's gonna get there, and Unknown Academy just in the right place at the right time. A pinch going midfield, and CMD Battle has that reach for it. One goal up, and again, it's another one where they just score first early here. And now Esports White, it's becoming a bit of a problem for them. They cannot seem to start these games off in their favor. It means it's gonna be all that much more difficult for them to make that response. So often, the team that scores first is the one to win. And Unknown Academy giving themselves some great opportunities with these early goals.
It would be interesting statistic if we, in RLSS, you know, what's the win percentage of the team who's
is Kisik here? is our statistician Kisik here?
Yeah, I don't think so. Are they?
I don't think Kisik's here, but if he was, sure, he might actually have an answer for that, knowing just what he does. He covers everything.
We all know that. We know the caster Crouton Dust. Oh, Colred. Big shot from the sidewall. Nice read, showing us how it's done with a nice simple touch on the net, but a really precise air roll out of reach of the defender. Atomic not going to be able to get to it. That's 2-0 for Unknown Academy. But Crouton, he likes all those statistics too. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody out there does know. It's not me though. I definitely do not know that stat.
Well, we'll see if that stat holds up, because here comes Untitled back the other way. Coda has scored. Again, it's just over and over again. It's Atomic to Coda, moving on the offense.
And the demo.
Yeah, and a demo as well coming out as well. Why not add a demo to that mix? And Untitled Esports White, a goal right back in the face of Unknown Academy. They're not giving up. They're not letting go. They still have every chance to come back in this game, because, I mean, knowing how good this Untitled Esports White team is, I wouldn't be too comfortable if I'm Unknown Academy.
Yeah, definitely not. Untitled Esports. But they do need to, like, score 2 in a row. They got to get, like, something going. They got to generate a little, like, a little momentum or something, because they they'll get scored on twice. They score one. It feels good. That is a good look at the net. Hazy Days not able to find it. TMD's got the reset. A nice challenge from Hazy Days as he tries to keep this ball relevant. It's going to go make it to midfield and back and forth.
Here comes CMD Battle and Unknown Academy. Just look at this rotation. It's just over and over again. They're jumping from the midfield, getting these challenges, and they're preventing Untitled Esports White from really being able to win these. But here comes Atomic. One with Colred. What a shot from Atomic to the back post. And Untitled Esports White, from being 2 goals down, have now tied the game up.
Yeah, that's that special touch That's what they needed before. If they can put those together, then Untitled Esports will have that opportunity to sort of punish the mistakes. Right there, we had the fields flip on the goal line, and that's the mistake. At this level, the players are too good. They're going to block anything that's like reasonable. Any reasonable shot, as long as they have a reasonable amount of boost, they're going to make a reasonable attempt to block that shot, and they're going to be successful most of the time. So when your opponent makes a mistake, you have to take advantage of that mistake. But to do so, you have to be at least reasonably accurate. Right here, cheating up a little too far. Hazy Days, a reasonably accurate shot from what, 3/4 the length of the field or more? Just about 3/4 the length. And it's on target. It's a good quality touch. Punishing that little mistake. Clout cheated up a little too strong on defense. And now Unknown Academy back in the lead.
Someone get a PozzSka reasonable or reasonably counter there. I need to know that stat as well. If someone can capture that for us.
I don't know how you qualify that, but...
Well, someone's going to do it. I know someone's going to do it as well as Unknown. Well, that's a great touch from Colvard. Some would even say reasonable touch from Colvard. As now CMD battle off the back wall. Oh, he's got a bump! My goodness, wait a second! Hazy has an open net! CMD battled, was ping-ponged around, and he ended up bumping the last defender out of the goal. Oh, he got launched to it by Coda. Coda just passed CMD battle. Yeah, Coda just passed CMD battle. Yeah, Coda just passed CMD battle to Atomic there. Great bump there, but it unfortunately goes the wrong way for Untitled Esports White.
Oh, they gotta run with that. If you're Unknown now, you have to that has to be your energy, at least for the rest of this game. You have to make that, the play. Yeah, I like this. Colred needs to, I think, keep attacking this ball here. CMD and Hazy with that sort of play, you have to then, that has to be your play the rest of the game. You got to keep that energy and keep that pace, because I think that's what's going to get them here. Untitled Esports White right now they're just not able to keep up with the speed.
Here comes Unknown again. That one kept out by Clout Captain. Now getting pumped away by CMD battle. Hazy Days. And actually, someone in the chat has actually told us about how many times you said reasonably. It's apparently 5. So, good job on that. You've unlocked an interesting stat now for this stream. What a touch from Colvard out to Hazy Days, looking to end this one as he hits to the corner. Unknown Academy, trying to keep the offense flowing, trying to keep the offense going. Infield touch. Clout Captain clears. Colvard. That one. Is it on target? It is! It's to the back post. And Colvard. Beautiful shot across the net. Unknown Academy looking to secure the game with this one.
That's that mistake. Atomic coming off the back post a little strong. There's 2 of them still on the goal line. And Colred, what placement to find the bottom right corner. He picks up the kickoff as well. But Clout able to stop him in the sky. A 3-goal deficit, 15 seconds. This game number 3 looks like it's going to go to Unknown Academy unless some sort of miracle happens in the next 5 seconds. Not going to happen. Not enough time to score 3 here. Game number 3 to Unknown Academy, 5-2. Really well played. Get one for the road. Not quite. Unknown Academy has it. And there it is.
Yeah, 2-1 lead after dropping that first game by a very small margin. Now they've downloaded the playstyle of Untitled Esports White, and they're making some pretty strong plays with it. Again, 2-1 in the series, no questions about it on how well they're playing here. Now the question now is for Untitled Esports White, how they stop this monster of an offense against them. Colvard with 2 goals, Hazy Days with 2 goals, CMD Battle's got one himself, he's also got 2 assists. Unknown Academy is just playing offense so much better right now.
Yeah, it's kind of overwhelming. I think they have 4 saves. It's not a terrible amount of saves up against 9 shots. 5 of them went in. They saved the other 4. So they're there, but they're not there because you can't be there for all of them. I think from Unknown Academy, they're just overwhelming the offensive side of the ball, and UE White just not able to keep up with every single shot. You know, they're blocking some of the good ones, and you're like, whoa, what a save. And then Atomic rolls off the back post a little bit, and Colred just has nice placement, and it's bottom right. So UE White is just being overwhelmed by volume and that little bit of precision or discipline or whatever you want to call it. Unknown Academy is just being accurate and playing good offense.
Yeah, they're just playing good offense. And I mentioned how you should be scared of these team and for Colvard, but this has been a real team effort so far. Unknown Academy look to keep that going here as we head into Game 4. Again, mind this is the semifinals. Winner of this is going to the grand finals to play tomorrow night for the championship. A lot resting on these players, a lot of pressure on them. I'm sure that they're feeling it right now. Unknown Academy, again, has been dominant in the playoffs so far. It's kind of been their path to success has been through the playoffs. Untitled Esports White trying to do their kind of incredible season, but you can see Unknown Academy really making them have to reconsider everything that they've done so far, because this is a different roster that they have to play against. This is a team that is very scary as Coda. Now for Untitled Esports White, doesn't have that one. Well, a fake there from Atomic. Covered with the challenge. Cult Captain. That was on target. Atomic just dunked him and saved that shot for Unknown Academy. A huge bit of misfortune there for Untitled Esports White.
Yeah. Untitled has to make that adjustment. And they're going to have to make it really, really quickly, because Unknown Academy already here has done, Hazy's already, had a big aerial with a bump on the way. He just, he missed the touch, but these are very threatening plays coming out of Unknown Academy right now. So Untitled Esports is going to have to make that adjustment and shut down this offense a little bit. They're going to have to do it quick, though.
Yeah, because for Untitled, this is just a little too much for them to handle! As CMD Battle puts it in the top of the nets. Unknown Academy saw the chance in front, and CMD Battle, that is just very well placed. It's fast, it's powerful, it's right at the top of the nets. Untitled Esports White left with no chance to get that one.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. They're going to have to learn, they got to figure out how to stop this offense. They have to do it quick, because Unknown Academy hasn't waited longer than a minute 15 or so to score in any game in this series. Even game one that they lost, they scored 4 seconds into the game or something like that. So they're scoring right off the bat. I mean, they're scoring immediately in every game. Untitled Esports either has to start scoring multiple unanswered goals, or they got to figure out some way to shut Unknown Academy down.
Very likely they'll have to do both.
Stop.
Ooh, what a save from Atomic. That was close. Again, to mention, they might have to do both here in this game. I think just to take down Unknown.
Yeah.
I don't see that. Just one of those working against them. As here comes Hazy Days. Gets that one through. And yeah, the real question, though, is how do they break down this offense? Well, that's going to be one way to do it. Oh, my goodness, what a save. How in the world does CMD Battle get that? Someone's going to check that car. Did he put steroids in his car? I can't believe he got that.
I think Clout Captain shouldn't have touched that. I think Clout Captain thought he was pinching it in, and the defender caught the angle. I think he was lucky to catch it, but he caught the angle right, and it pushed it out instead of in. I think if Clout Captain would have simply left it alone, I think he would have had better odds. It's really unfortunate for Untitled Esports.
So what you're telling me is it's not steroids, it's just good, it's just physics?
It's just physics, and he got bodied. He got bodied. There's no two. I don't think that's really unfortunate. What terrible. I don't know. Yeah, it's physics, but what terrible spacing. That's the angle it went. That's wild.
Yeah, I know. We'll have to analyze that.
It'd be interesting to put that into one of those like hitbox calculators or whatever, and like the visualization of the hitbox or something. But I don't have that set up.
Oh,
well, that's
don't
a nice
worry.
play.
That almost winning as well.
Someone's got it, right?
Untitled Esports White, yeah, someone's got it. He's probably going to pull that up real quick. All these matches do get uploaded to Ball Chasing immediately anyways, so I'm sure someone will find it and get it. As for now, Unknown Academy just keeping the offense. Oh, but they may have overcommitted. Here comes Coda, 1-1-1 with Colbert, but great defense. That is so calm from Colbert. It's so easy there to get nervous, to panic. He does exactly not that, and now he's got to dribble down the field. Cloud Captain stops him, but again, Colbert just a great play on defense to keep Untitled Esports White out of what could have been a much worse play.
I think Untitled Esports, I've seen little glimpses of some really nice mechanical skills. There's been little glimpses of some of these carries or the way that they take off in a ground to air dribble sort of scenario. But it's like that, like this bump. What a touch. Beautiful touch from Coda. That was just pure speed on the ball. I was going to comment on like how the mechanics were good, but they're being stopped so soon before they have a chance to like finish the play, because Unknown Academy is just shutting them down before they're able to like develop the play. But right there, that was just speed. That was just pure speed. Coda got to the ball and made that extra little touch. And we've got a tied game with a minute left.
Yeah, and for Untitled Esports White, it's for them to tie the series here against Unknown Academy, what Unknown did to them. And here comes Cloud Captain! That's beautiful in the bottom right corner. After one goal, they get a second. And just the placement here. This is very classy from Cloud Captain. Doesn't shoot at the net. He shoots behind that last defender, knowing that that's going to be a tough place to save it. Those are the kind of decisions that are made by the highest level players of Rocket League. You're seeing it here from a guy who's not ranked higher than Champ 3, Untitled Esports White. Great decision on the shot now. Here comes Coda looking for another. He's got the dunk. It's another for Untitled Esports White. And now they're starting to run away with it.
Take notes, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you do it. That's how you cheat up on a kickoff for Coda to sneak that back into the left side of the net. And the play before that too. That is textbook. Pass it, pass it off the backboard close to the net. It forces the defender to act. And your teammates got a really nice look at the net. Flip reset from Clout. It's over the midfield. Coda to the backboard. Double taps high. Almost had it. Would have been cool. Would have been cool. But that one's not going to quite make it. CMD doing the same thing, keeping this in the midfield, but Clout quick to the ball. He's going to be first to the ceiling on it as well. Can he get there? Doesn't need to. Coda's got him red. And Untitled Esports have found the switch. They've flipped it, and it worked. Offense has been initiated. Clout and Captain connecting, 3 times in a row now. And that's what I was saying. They need those multiple unanswered goals.
Oh, they've got it, and here comes one right off the kickoff. Unknown Academy decided not to go for the kickoff there. Call red. He just stood still.
Interesting strategy.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that strategy, but they tried it.
I don't either, but I think there's 19 seconds, and the way Untitled's come alive in the last minute and a half now is absolutely devastating to Unknown Academy's ability to score.
Apparently, it's also devastating to ability to do kickoffs too, because that's not working for them anymore. It's almost another kickoff goal. Here comes a shot. CMD Battle keeps it out. Cloud Captain off the corner, finding the pass to Coda, but it is going to be taken away by CMD Battle. Maybe one more chance here for Unknown just to get something on the board, but it will hit the ground. Untitled Esports White will tie the series up as 2, as I welcome in from a very special person for the stream. Hello, LNDR. Welcome for the follow. Welcome to Spotty Stream. And yes, everybody, if you don't know, this is the guy who makes the graphics for this stream. So thank you so much for joining in, LNDR. Hopefully you're having a great having a great night. Yeah, no, he's the guy who made the graphics for the stream.
Shout out. Yeah, he made mine too.
By the way, it's me and
Lander.
Yeah, hello, welcome in, man. And again, joining me also is PozzSka. Again, what a game for UE White, making that response known. And this is a series that could go the distance, and in fact, very likely will go the distance.
Yeah, this one's gonna be fun. This is where you got to remember now. If UE White wins the series, this is the question where what changed in the middle of Game 4? Like, what did you, was this a conscious decision, or did you guys just start clicking and you just needed a couple extra warm-up games? What was it? Because that's a big change in momentum in the middle of that game. And UE White absolutely just absolutely dominating the second half of that game.
Yeah, it seems like it's every single game is always like that second half where things just kind of get taken around. As now Matthew German with the follow. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Spotty Stream. Again, you're joining in time for to kind of see the end of the Riptide Cup semifinals. Unknown Academy, Untitled Esports White, 2 teams that have had incredible runs so far. And this is Game 5. Match points online for one of these teams. Who wants it? Someone is going to come out of this game with a chance to take the series in Game 6.
Oh, immediately again, look at, nice touch from Atomic. Can he save another one? He can. Well done. 2 early strikes from Call Red, and Atomic able to save both of them. But here's UE White. Do they stop the early game scoring? They do. They've figured it out. They've made the adjustment. And Untitled Esports White now on the board 1-0 early in game number 5, doing what Unknown Academy has done to them the first 4 games. And now they finally struck first, finally have that answer. And this is going to be exciting here, how this one ends.
That's, again, from defense to offense. As here comes Coleman press to CMD. One back for Unknown Academy. Right off the kickoff, the answer.
Immediate response. I mean, it was the same play on the first kickoff. Atomic just got a touch and got the block. This one, no block, Call Red, huge pass. And pretty routine finish, probably one of the easier ones CMD is going to have all night.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to get much easier than that for CMD when a teammate literally serves it to you on a silver platter. Easy days. Look at midfield, a demo from CMD, but again, Colvin sitting really far back. He's playing very nervously this series. I can tell he's waiting back. He doesn't like to take chances. On Academy, they haven't, given up any goals by it, but you do ask, you do question now that, the series is kind of going against them. Should we see more risk from Colvard in that midfield? Should we see him try to overcome it a little bit more?
Yeah, I don't know, because at this point it's just getting back to what you did in games 2 and 3. The pace was there. They had that patience on defense. They weren't frantic like they were in game 1, which they gave up to UE White. So I think they just have to figure out how they get back to that pace that they like. Oh no! The rare miss on the goal line from Hazy Days. This one's just a floater.
Oh yeah, you only had 12 boosts. That's why he didn't get to it. 12 boost and
flipped.
Yeah.
And a flip.
Yeah, he flipped as well. It's a tough save, no matter.
Way to end it.
Yeah, no matter what rank you are, and you only have that little boost on the goal line. That is a bad goal to give up for Unknown Academy. They know it. We know it. I'm sure everybody in the chat knows it. They're going to look for an answer and call red to Hazy Days. Oh, and that is well wide of the nets. That could have been the answer.
Oh, what a touch. Ooh, Atomic looking for the net right off the bat. There's a demo. No touch. It's so close. Clout chases it down. And so many things happened here. Atomic almost making the shot. Coda grabbed the demo. Clout barely gets this in. And I don't know if it would have stayed in if Call Red didn't touch it.
Yeah, I mean, one of those plays where you ask what if, but Unknown can't do that. 3.5 minutes left, and they need 2 goals in that span of time. Colvard, don't know why he's going for a flip reset. Goes back the other way, come Untitled, looking for another off the kickoff. Once Untitled Esports White gets 1 or 2 goals, it feels like their offense just continues to produce. It really does take a real big effort to stop them from scoring.
Yeah, I think like momentum based, maybe it's a little psychological, but I think they've found right there. I think they've figured out how to stop Unknown Academy. They're challenging far earlier in the play. They're not sitting 2 on the goal line and waiting for that ball to come to them and then like simply returning it, with that touch, with that too strong a first touch. Here, UE White they're playing a little closer to the ball early on. They're challenging Call Red's first touch, not his second touch. And they're shutting down his ability to sort of create that rhythm on offense. Right now, Unknown Academy has to do the opposite and has to get like a free touch to the ball. Goodness gracious, like that. What a save. 2 big saves.
3 big saves. Might as well keep counting. As Atomic keeping it out. Just incredible defense from Untitled Esports White. This is some real they're keeping the nerve very well at this point. They seem to battle now in front again. Here from Koda is again really no mistakes from UE White. That's their whole playing style right now. Just don't make mistakes and wait until until Unknown make the mistakes themselves, as that's a mistake in there. Here comes a follow-up from Clout Captain. That's gone high as well. The crossbar getting a lot of work done. But Untitled Esports White is here comes Koda. Oh my goodness, Clout Captain, that's a bit too confident, I think, for Clout Captain, as he wanted to get that free jump.
Crossbar is always the best fourth man on the team, fourth player. So the crossbar here, you're getting a lot of work, but that's how you got to do it here. You have to throw them close enough to you have to do it like 2 or 3 times though, because each time you throw that ball, if they don't double commit, you only get 1 defender to dive, and then you got to do it another time to get the second defender to dive, and then you shoot the 3rd or the 4th one. They've been doing that. They've been doing a really good job, and it wears down the defense, and it wastes a lot of boost. And UE White has been able to do that pretty consistently.
Well, for Unknown Academy, time is becoming a bit of an issue for them. Only about a minute left here, and if UE White just continue to literally do this with Cloud Captain, they continue just to control that ball, keep it in front of them, force Unknown to play at them and not away from them. It's going to make things really difficult. There's a clear from Cloud Captain. CMD battle. Brought back in. Hazy Days missed it. It's open for Coda. It's off target for Coda. Here comes a follow-up. That one on the goal line, but it is going to be cleared eventually by Unknown as a 3-person passing play. Now Atomic gets round 1. Hazy Days beat on Clout Captain. Again, just another clear as Colvard waiting for the backfield. Solo play attempt. This one not off the ceiling, but here he goes again. Second touch on target, save by Atomic. And Coda will find Clout Captain, and he'll find the clear. UE White get rid of it, and now here's a shot from Coda, and that's game 5. UE White 3-goal lead with 20 seconds left. Not enough time for Unknown Academy to come back here.
No, definitely not enough time to score 3 in 20 seconds. Not the way UE White's playing. And that is nerves of steel from Atomic. He was sitting dead center of the net, looking at the shooter, like straight ahead. and just was like, go ahead, shoot it. I dare you. And just took the shot, made the pass, and just nerves of steel on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah, this one's looking good for UE White. If they can keep that early challenge on Unknown Academy's first touch, I think they're going to have a really good chance to win the next one too. Unknown Academy is going to have to figure out how to get that ball around UE White or past the first defender on that first or second touch, or keep it closer, dribble it out, slow it down, something. But they have to make some adjustment because UE White, that early challenge is just stifling Unknown Academy's ability to score.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned as well, again, they're playing a lot more based on that early challenge, shutting down that offense before it even starts. They recognize, I think, that, yeah, there's no way they're going to stop them once they do shoot, but they can stop them from shooting in the first place, and that's what UE White's doing. They're playing up a little higher, they're shutting that down, and again, wow, what a playoff bracket has been, and, well, you might have one more game, we might have 2 more games, who knows? So heading into game 6, and Unknown Academy, and they a lot of questions on how they're going to play. Again, they have Juicyberg as their coach. I don't know if he's giving them some words of advice right now, but he definitely should be, because this is a huge moment for them. And what's really crazy about this is, and what's really crazy about this, no one's called a tactical timeout yet. No one's called a tactical timeout yet.
Maybe the minute, the minute sitting in lobby, the countdown, maybe the minute's enough. Maybe they know what they need to do. They're just simply struggling to implement those changes. It's obvious to us. They're playing. They see it. If their coach is watching, they know. They should sort of know. But sometimes it's hard to implement because right now UE White is stifling any change in offense that Unknown Academy is trying to make. They're just stopping it with that early challenge, like you said, before it ever becomes a shot or even before it ever becomes an assist. They're stopping the touch before that, and that's giving them just so many more opportunities on the ball. Which is exactly what Unknown Academy was doing to them in games 2 through 3, 2 through 4, whatever.
I think Unknown won 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
And they lost 4 and 5.
And then UE took 1 and...
There you go. Here we go again. Unknown, already trying to play really fast. I feel like they're trying to play faster than UE White at this point. I don't know if I like that because it actually is causing them a lot of issues on getting to the ball, but they do get it there. Be clear, and that's a misread from Cloud Captain. And away anyways by Coda as Unknown Academy. Something I really want to see them do more of, instead of trying to play fast, is actually just trying to play methodically and go for demos. I haven't seen them do it. Untitled Esports White are just shutting down that back line. You can't get through them, and if you can't get through them by stealing your shots, you gotta get through them with your demos, and that's what I gotta see Unknown do more of.
Yeah, that shot right there is just an accuracy problem. Untitled Esports did a really nice job of setting up a play. And yeah, you're right. Unknown Academy needs to, they got to look for one another. The Boomers and the Power worked in game 1, or in game 2, I'm sorry. But it didn't really work after that. Everything else had to be a little more deliberate, had to be a little more thoughtful. And so, you'd like to see them looking for each other. Maybe a little 3-piece every once in a while would be kind of nice to see. Oh, atomic body. That ball, that was in the net if Hazy didn't touch it.
Yeah, but at this level, you should expect them to make those kind of saves, and here comes Cloud Captain trying to get a follow-up. Atomic wheels up quickly for that one. Hazy Days was not going to win that challenge had Atomic gotten to it, but he didn't. And Unknown, waiting on the back line, CMD battle. Gets round 1, but here comes Atomic again. Very quick challenge from Atomic, and Unknown Academy really struggling to keep up as a result. Here comes Cloud Captain, that one saved by Colvard. Another flurry of shots from UE White, but they're still unsuccessful at breaking through Unknown Academy.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, the longest that any of the games had started scoreless. So we're coming up on halfway through this game number 6, and we're already halfway through, and we're still 0-0. Oh, is that just in? Where's the defender? Colred with the easiest one he's gonna have all night because Okoda's still recovering. Clout out in midfield. Atomic no challenge and nobody in the net. Unknown Academy with, like I said, an easy one, but I don't know what happened in the rotation there.
It's because you said that it was tied. It's because you said no.
Yeah, because I said it.
That's why it happened.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
How dare you? You gotta make a tweet longer now, apologizing to UE White. I'm
I'll have to write a whole letter.
Yeah, you gotta
get it right back. No, they're not.
As the clear from Colvard. And I just noticed, wait a second, you can't actually do it because you don't have Twitters. Flippery said, no way! Oh, no way, Corvin's got that! A second for you, Unknown Academy! Yui White didn't expect it, and that is something magical! COVID on the end of it!
More textbook mechanics from Call Red. Unknown Academy do not want this series to end here. They are pushing. They are pushing, but that's what they got to do. If Call Red has to bust out some crazy stuff, then, you know, Call Red needs to bust out some crazy stuff.
Oh, no
There's
way.
another one.
Oh, no way.
No. Oh, wow. Huge dunk from Call Red. And that's why you stay close to your air dribbles, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you do it. Call Red, absolutely. I mean, that's a dunk from like a long ways away, too. Nobody's stopping that.
I can't believe we just got to see that. What a play.
Wow.
What a goal. Colvin taking it into himself as now he's looking for another one. Got a 50 there. Here comes CMD battle. Colvin almost set up another one for Unknown Academy. A true performance of a lifetime for him at this point. That is, this game has now become, instead of Unknown Academy versus Untitled Esports White, it's now Colvin versus Untitled Esports White, and Colvin's winning. That's another one for him. All goals from Colvin and Unknown Academy. They don't mind if it's Colvin scoring everything. Game 7 looking imminent now.
Yeah, I think CMD and and Hazy, they're like, yeah, man, you just keep doing your thing. We'll back you up. We'll have a touch here or there, and Call Red right now just can do no wrong, really. He's just doing everything right.
All red. Beat by Coda. Second touch. Made a second.
So
he almost got it on. Coda. He's been searching for those double taps for a while. He just hasn't been able to hit any of them just yet, but Untitled's still looking for it. Cloud Captain. That's not going to be one he'll read. Neither will it be for Coda. Atomic left on the 3v1, just trying to slow things down for his team to get back. He's missed the clear, but it is all free for Coda. Up to Atomic. That one's going to go wide, and CMD Battle will send it back, or at least he tried to. He got challenge on that one. As Cloud Captain, not on target. Atomic, though, will be on target. Saved by CMD Battle. Coda dunked. It's open. It's going. Atomic will be back for it. Until Esports White. Oh, bumping each other in their own play. It
just so quickly got to 4-0, 5-0. It just happened so fast. Again, remember the first half of this game was scoreless. Nobody scored until there was like 2 minutes to go, and in the last minute and a half, Unknown Academy has scored 5.
This is just brutal.
Huge change again in momentum. The last game so strong for Untitled Esports White, and this one just so strong the other way.
As here comes Hazy Days. CMD Battle, that one pinched wide. Coda off the sidewall. Is he gonna get that second touch? He won't. Hazy Days will keep it out. Again, 5 goals from Unknown Academy. What a step up for this team. It just feels like anytime we ever count them out, they come back and they don't just win, they win by like 4 or 5 goals. It's insane.
Yeah.
You know, because we counted them out at the start of the series, they come in game 2 and they win like 4-0. Now in game 6, we counted them out, they win 5-0. And Untitled Esports White, well, they're not going to be able to take the series here. We're going to game 7, PozzSka. We're going to a do or die moment on Champions Field's COVID.
Just like we scripted it. Just like we scripted it. It was planned all along to go to a game 7. So that's what we're doing. We're going to game 7. Unknown Academy, huge change in momentum, huge change in play. UE White putting a lot of shots. I mean, they put as many shots on target as Unknown Academy did, but Unknown Academy in all the right places at all the right time. And Call Red, I mean, Hazy got one, but Call Red pretty much doing the offensive part by himself. Huge play from Call Red, huge win for Unknown Academy. And yeah, game 7. Who would have thought we would have made it this far?
Well, a lot of people did, and with it being again such a high-profile match, well, we're going to see this one kind of nearing to its end, and one more decisive game on Champions Field. Again, right after this, we're going to go to a Surge Cup match. Well, we'll be doing an interview in a break, but we'll have a Surge Cup match after this as well. It'll be 135 Team Not Found Omega Blackout. That will be a great series, and again, that'll be a fun time. But for now, we're going to Champions Field for the end of the semifinals.
Yes,
it's going to be a long night if this series is going to Game 7. Who knows what's going to follow it up, because we could see more of those tonight here. But let's not think about the future. Let's not dwell on that. Let's talk about what we're seeing right now. Unknown Academy forcing us to go to the Champions Field, forcing Game 7 against an undefeated Untitled Esports White. Two teams, both of them, it feels like they deserve to be in the grand finals, but this is not the grand finals. This is the semifinals, and only one team can move on.
Oh, right off the bat, again, who's scoring first? They wanted it. Atomic's not going to reach it. I wonder if his technical issues are caused. I hope his technical issues are gone and not causing that miss. Because what a setup off the rip. Somebody scoring early in all these, in all but one of these games. And now they're going the other way. Atomic, another attempt on the net. Not enough this time. Coda on target. Do they get the read? CMD had the touch, but it's not enough. Coda's got the first one. And Untitled Esports White 1-0, just 26 seconds into the game. And is that foreshadowing, or is this just, are we just drumming up tension?
I will say that was a bit of a nerves there affecting CMD Battle. That is a pretty routine save for him to make, and yet he doesn't make it. Unknown Academy will have to respond as Colvard pinched in front, clear by Atomic, who doesn't mind waiting in his goal line. We've seen a lot of that from Untitled Esports White. They'll just wait on that goal line, let the shot come at them, and then make the save as a result. But they've got to be careful because Unknown Academy can definitely just score on those first chances if you give them the opportunity to do so. Colvard wants it off the back wall. Great second touch. In comes Hazy Days. That one stunk off the corner. Now in front for CMD Battle. That's gone high. Hazy Days now. That one not on. CMD Battle doesn't like that one either. Clout Captain. Dunked by Colvard. Unknown Academy. Colvard looking in midfield. Cleared away by Kota. Hazy Days. CMD Battle. That's a really good redirect. Hazy Days jumping. Maybe it's on target, but it's just too weak. Atomic will keep it out, and Unknown Academy are still cycling in, trying to find that chance. Bump attempt from CMD Battle will not go well for them, though. It will just have to be kind of a reset in the midfield. There's that chance. Again, almost connected by CMD Battle, but almost won't be enough for Unknown Academy. They need to get goals.
Yeah, really nice discipline from Untitled Esports White right here. All three players. Nobody diving in twice. Nobody making any sort of rash decisions. They're putting the ball in sort of predictable places for their teammates. They're not Coda with a nice push up the field, but they're putting stuff in a predictable place for their teammate, and they're trying to stay close to this ball. They just have a 1-goal lead though right now, so it's not a lot to work with. Good decision from Coda to get to that ball quickly. I don't think anybody else was behind him when he left. Risky play. Coda to the backboard. Nice touch from CMD again. Back to that third man position. After scoring a bunch in game, was it 2 or 3, he scored a whole bunch of goals. And he's kind of returned to that third man spot and playing more on the goal line. No big pinch the other way. An awkward touch.
It's Colvard at the dribble, the flip reset. Oh! Colvard! Clutch when you need him! Unknown Academy with one of the best goals of the season! Colvard ties it up in Game 7!
Beautiful mechanics from Colred, able to beat everybody who even looked his way. And that's where that early challenge, I think, comes into play, because the way to stop that flip reset is to play the defensive touch before the reset happens. Colred just so quick with it and so well placed. I mean, just really, you can tell, well rehearsed. Those are those training packs and those free play hours. Oh, gives it right to him. Clout can't find the angle. Can Coda? No, he can't. And back the other way. We're still 1-1 at the 2-minute mark. What a touch from Atomic.
But they've still got a lot of work to do.
They're giving that ball away on that first touch still. Both teams now.
An Unknown looking for another. Colvard. That's great. That's in. Colvard does it again. An Unknown Academy will flip the lead in their favor.
What a slot. Over one and just inside the post. Coda's not reaching that. And right now, Unknown Academy coming alive. They got not a lot of time. They have a 1-goal lead. They can just waste some time. My guess is they will do so by still attempting to score.
Yeah, Unknown Academy, a 1-goal lead. It's never safe at this level, and they know it as well as anybody else here. They are going to look for another, even if it does mean they've got to take a risk. Untitled Esports White are trying to tie it up, but Unknown Academy, they're also looking to continue that scoring. Pass in front, Colvard shot! That one saved! In front for CMD! Fake on Clout Captain! Still looking for the dribble, but Atomic will get there. Panic for Untitled Esports, still in front of their goal. Atomic, low boost, gets that one out. Almost had to fish it out of his own net, but it's a save for Untitled. Atomic, looking for Clout Captain. Off the sidewall now. Clout Captain beat by Colvard, and CMD battle, jumping, Colvard again, looking for another, but that's going to be missed, and it's going to be Untitled's ball again. Atomic, down the field, it's open, it's in! Atomic in the final 60 seconds! Untitled White are keeping this one close.
Coda and Hazy Days caught in a Rule 1 in the blue box. It was so far away from the play that we didn't even realize that they got in the Rule 1, but big respect. Props to the players for following all of the Rocket League rules. CMD trying to make this work. Does he get it? Off the rip, off the wall. 3-2 for Unknown Academy.
And sometimes just shooting on the net.
Oh, just rips it, just shoots it.
And sometimes just shooting on the net is enough to take a win. What a play, what a time for that play. Unknown Academy in the lead again, but well, we've seen them lose it before, and Untitled Esports White are not going to give up at this point when it's too late to give up. 30 seconds left. Unknown Academy only up by a single solitary goal, but that may be enough for them. As here comes Atomic, pinch with Cloud Captain. No, he doesn't get it. It's going to be Unknown's ball again as Hazy Days. Touch up, Cloud Captain doesn't read it. Coda gets the beat there. And here comes Cloud Captain, Colvard, trying to send it away, Coda, wrong direction! Oh my! Code Red! Colvard has another, an Unknown Academy with 12 seconds left. It looks like it will be theirs.
Oh, Call Red with a touch. I mean, really, I think he was just kind of passing it over the defender out towards the middle of the field, and it just straight off the dome and into the net. And that is, oh, is that another one for the road? No, they don't quite reach it. But that's 0 seconds. Still up.
That's it. Unknown Academy.
Not change anything though.
They're moving to the finals, PozzSka. What a series.
There it is.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, wow. We knew it was going to be good, but down to 54 seconds to take the winning goal. Well played to everybody in the lobby. Well played to all the players. Wow.
Yeah, what a series that is. And man, that was a long one to start off the night. But I'm sure that they'll be happy here.
That was a whole hour.
Unknown. That was a whole hour.
I
mean, again, our next match is going to be delayed quite a bit, but that's fine. I'm sure the teams don't mind that. Again, it was something that could happen, and the CMD battle, and for Unknown Academy, what a win. I said that they were a team to watch out for, and man, taking on the undefeated Untitled Esports White, that's a huge result for them.
Yeah, it's a huge match too. It's a grueling match to have to play all 7 and to go back and forth, to keep your head about you, to make those adjustments on the way. Props to all the players. Well known and well done to Unknown Academy on the dub. Yeah,
of course. And again, we're gonna get an interview here. We're gonna have to move kind of quickly because I know our next series is gonna wait for us. But let's move and talk with White here, Unknown Academy, not Untitled Esports, White, Unknown Academy.
From that.
Welcome in. Hello there, Colvard. Hazy Days CMD battle. What a series. A Game 7 victory. Easily your toughest series so far. You take down Untitled Esports White. How are you feeling about that CMD battle?
Oh, man, that was rough. We pulled it through, but man, we are stoked. We are so stoked that we made it happen.
I want to ask, after the game, was it Game 4, when UE White won that game with a bunch of points? And did you guys immediately know exactly what you had to do? Or did it take a minute?
To be honest, I told our team that we won the previous 2 games, a spread of 11-4 on the scoreboard. So we knew that we could do it. We knew that we could pull it off. They had to pop off, but hey, so have we.
And I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, well done.
That pop off, because you guys had to pop off. And speaking of pop off, Colvard. What a series that is. I mean, people have been saying, hey, this guy could be MVP for the playoffs, and, well, you're making people believe in it even more with that kind of a performance. Can you tell me about kind of the pressure? Because it was definitely a high-pressure series, but yet, even so, you played well, Hazy Days played well, CMD Battle played well. Can you tell us kind of about that pressure and how you guys were able to persevere?
For me, adrenaline was just high, and yeah. Yeah, for me, it was just high as adrenaline. And I was like really stressing out, but CMD and Hazy kept it cool. So
No.
helped me there.
Yeah, we would try to be as adaptable as possible. It kind of went back and forth in that regard. Like one team would push really hard, and the other team would play kind of passive aggressive, and we really just kind of try to feel it out as it went. So it was fun to see that dance back and forth, and we just kind of played it by ear.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. It was fun to watch on our end too. So it looks like you're going to be going up against Affinity in the finals. I just pulled up the bracket, and Affinity has won their semifinals matchup 4-2. And it looks like you guys did not play them in the regular season. I was gonna say, are you familiar with the team, and what do you think going into the finals? What do you think you need to think about and focus on for tomorrow?
We have not played them, and just kind of do what we always do. You know, we need to stay solid and keep that confidence up as we go into our games, and you know, feel it out, as if you will.
Well, again, I'd love to hear that as well. Again, you guys trying to
Keep up the good work, guys.
feel out the situation. Again, you're going up against Affinity tomorrow. That will be an incredible matchup, obviously. But again, we got to move to our next series pretty quickly. But before we go, we'll get some quick shoutouts here from you guys. We'll start with Hazy Days. We'll go to Callwood, and then we'll end with CMD Battle. So Hazy Days, any shoutouts, anything you want to say here to the stream?
Shout out to everyone that doubted us. I mean, we've gone into the last 3 games down in predictions at least 75%, you know. So, I mean, to come out on top of all 3 of those games, it means a lot to us. You know, I think it should make a statement. And shout out to my teammates. Shout out to the org. Mama, I love you. Peace out.
Of course. Now we'll move on to Callwood. Anything you want to add to that?
Definitely shout out to the team. Shout out to the team, definitely. Shout out to both Hazy and Command for definitely pushing through this, especially with all the doubters and with all the polls saying that we're gonna lose.
And then it will end
Well,
with CMD
if it
Battle.
makes any difference,
Oh,
if it
go ahead,
makes any
PozzSka.
difference, Sporty picked you guys, and I went with
I
Yui
did
White
think,
just to
I did
create
think.
tension. I just did it to create tension. I'm just saying it was for the lulls. But Sporty had you. Sporty had you covered.
Yeah, I think definitely just going to the shout outs, the team in the org for real, just making this all happen. And then you guys, I mean, you guys, by the sound of it, do a really, really good job streaming. And I've watched a couple of your VODs and I love them. So thank you to everybody that is around and able to make this happen.
Again, and thank you all so much. Thank you so much for speaking here as well. Team D Battle, congratulations here on Unknown Academy. Thank you so much for joining. We gotta get to our next series though, and again, congratulations on your win.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Sporty.
Woo!
Thank you, Paz. Y'all have a great night.
Yep.
You
Thanks
too.
for having us.
And PozzSka, well, before you leave, is there anything you want to say here to end things out?
No, just shout out to everybody in chat. Thanks for coming out and hanging out and watching your homies and cheering everybody on. We have a lot of fun just doing this stuff, and it's for fun. So we appreciate you hanging out with us. I'm gonna go see if I'm needed elsewhere.
You are going to be needed. I think Cobra's waiting for you.
And I will see you guys the next time I'm around. So peace out.
Thank you so much, PozzSka, and thank you so much for joining in. That is it for us. Our next series will be 165 Team Not Found Omega Blackout. We'll see you guys just after this quick break. Welcome back, everybody, to the Sportiest stream. We are now coming up to the Surge Cup semi-finals, and joining me now for the rest of the night will be Zenzo. You got the Surge Cup, the Tsunami Cup semi-finals coming with me here tonight, but let's take a look at that schedule. I know you are watching as well, as we saw Unknown Academy, a 4-3 win over Untitled Esports White. What a start to the night it was.
Yeah, unreal. I mean, if that sets the precedence at all, we have some bangers in store, and I'm super excited about this one as well. You know, I know both teams know each other. It's going to be a lot of fun, but going to be very, very competitive as well. So really excited for this Surge Series semifinals.
And of course, our next team's coming up, 135 Team Not Found, Omega Blackout. If you guys didn't see them before, Team Not Found did just last week take on 135 Ignite, beat them 4-3. That was on this stream. That was one of the best series I've had in a very long time. They're now going against Omega Blackout, who are really chatty right now. In the chat. These guys are messaging a lot, but again, for good reason. This is a big playoff matchup.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you know, I think it's tough. I think it's tough to call it. You know, I think this could go either way, especially with it being a best of 7. I think that's huge.
Yeah, me too. Again, and reminder, winner of this will play against the winner of New Age Octane's Untitled Esports Red. If you guys liked PozzSka, he's on Copa Warrior stream right now for that one, so that will be another big matchup coming up again. What a series this will be, Zen Zero. I'm excited to see just how these guys will do, because these guys did play each other in the regular season. You want to kind of tell us kind of what happened with that?
Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, you said Team Not Found took it 3-1.
Took a 3-1 win in week 3.
In week 3. So, you know, we had something similar earlier when we did the draw. Remember, Flitz and them had been swept by First Class. They came back, got their revenge. So, you know, let's see if that trend kind of continues for the day, and if Omega Blackout are able to come back, get their revenge, because you know that's on their mind for sure.
Yeah, that definitely is on their mind as well. Again, 135 Team Not Found. Omega Blackout, they've got to make a huge upset statement. They're the only team left as well for the Omega organization. They took wins over Demon Hounds and Mach 10. Mach 10, a huge upset, by the way.
Yeah.
So they're currently running kind of a Cinderella story at this point. But they've got to make it count, and this is going to be a tough one for them, having to take down a lot of other opponents. Let's get right into the action. These teams have been waiting for a while, but now is their time to shine. 135 Team Not Found, a team who I believe is undefeated this season, taking on Omega Blackouts, who ended their regular season with a less than impressive, very impressive, only one loss to Team Not Found. Here we go, a best of 7 series to decide who will go to the finals and who will take on either New Age Octanes or their opponents. And here comes Scotty. Oh, he almost put that in. Team Not Found almost off to an incredible early start.
And squeeze the other way. Would I like to maybe see him set up a pass right there, as Hockey was, you know, composed in net, ready to block that, but they are keeping some pressure here, though. There comes the outlet pass to JJ off the backboard. Oh, and Scotty kind of gets bumped. Hockey maybe setting himself up there. And oh no, Jay's putback going to go far wide.
Already some early aggression from Team Not Found, and this is the thing about them. It separates them from most other 135 teams. Most teams in 135 are known for their aggression. They are too, but they do it in a very different way. This is not a team that's super mechanical. They're not going to be throwing mechanics at you. No, they're going to just do really well on team play and passing, and that's how they beat Ignite, who are very well known for their aggression. That's how they look to beat Omega Blackout here, by putting on great offense just by reading what each other are going to do.
Yep, and you already know all these 100x35 teams seem to use the backboard so well, so certainly expect them to pelt the backboard over and over again. And I will say right now, 100x35, they are finding some very, very good clears out. When they find offense, it's multiple opportunities, it seems, and then the opposite for Omega Blackout. They're a quick 1 and out, so they're going to have to figure out how to, you know, put together, kind of string some offense together instead of just getting a one shot on and now you're back on defense.
Yeah, they can exchange that quickly for so many people. You've got to be careful there against Team Not Found, because they're going to play fast at you. There's no question about it. Omega Blackout have to be able to be comfortable with that speed, because it's going to be consistent and it's going to happen a lot. This is one of those teams in Not Found that is just so tough to take down. But Blackout, if there's any team that can beat them, it would be the team that wants to take revenge, a team that didn't lose to anybody else this season. They've got a lot to prove here, because it's a best of 7. It's a long series. That's going to mean that these teams are going to be playing for a while.
It is indeed, and you know, that's why we love the best of 7 so much, because it matters consistency just that much more right? You have to win 4, not, best of 3, you only have to win 2, best of 5, you win 3. But winning 4 out of 7, that's a big task, especially if you're not the better team. So consistent going to be everything. But Omega find a 2v1 here. Oh no, and Rogue, I think it's just a little bit of an awkward pass to him because he really needed to be aggressive right there. He might have another opportunity. It's crossbar. Does line up the double tap. It is wide squeeze, put back, denied by Hockey. Big save right there by Hockey.
And so far, again, Omega Blackout doing well to keep up with Team Not Found, but haven't really seen that little bit of extra quality that I need to see from them if you want to take down a team like X35 Team Not Found. We know this team kind of has that it factor, just that extra little that little bit that carries them up far and above so many other teams. Omega Blackout, they haven't had it just yet. I know it's kind of an intangible thing to call it like a little bit of like the extra bit, but a little extra power Team Not Found it really does separate them from so many other teams. As here comes Jay. Oh, he got tripped there, Rogue. Oh, he's missed it completely, and that means now X35 Team Not Found will watch as Omega Blackout trying to get this one back. Hockey off the sidewall, squeeze. That one cleared wide by Scotty. The time will just continue to take down. No goals yet for either team, but it does feel like a goal will come at any point, and really it's anybody's goal to take.
It is, and extremely even here. 3 shots for each side and 2 saves for each side. So, I mean, nearly identical. I'll be, interested to see the field domination and ball possession right now. I would have to assume that's slightly in the favor of Team Not Found, but again, this is almost a stalemate here, and you're beginning to think the team that finally does, break this shutout, finally does score, is going to be the team to take this game.
Here comes Hockey, that's 50 wide. Bounce off the sideball, Jay. Rogue, that's pinched backwards, but Scotty will get to it here, and Team Not Found keeping that net clean for now as Scotty, oh what a shot! That one's on! It's kept out by Rogue. A great opportunity, the best so far this game. X35, Not Found, we'll look for another one like it. Transition down the field, Scotty, to Hockey. And again, always looking for each other. They just cannot find the goal to take them in the lead. 30 seconds left, Rogue over 1. Here comes another one from Hockey in the midfield. Squeeze. Only able to get a single touch as Scotty will now follow it up. No 2 touches on the ground, but Not Found aren't going to be too perturbed. It's still them on defense, but that's a huge overcommit, Scotty. I wanted to worry about Squeeze there. Squeeze too slow to get to it. Team Not Found a bit of fortune to help him out at the end of this game.
They did. A bit of an opportunity squandered there for Omega, Jay. Looking for Scotty in the corner, but again, Yogurt. And I was going to bring that up even before right there. A squeeze. Looking for the pass. Rogue could be there to take this. No, Hockey. Going to send it to overtime with that savior medal there. But Omega Blackout doing a fantastic job of getting in there and cutting off the passing lanes. You've seen it. Team Not Found. They've been looking for each other. You hit the nail on the head. They want to play that teamwork. And Omega Blackout really forcing them to kind of up the ingenuity if they want to make some passing plays, because the cookie cutter passing lanes are stuffed right now.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Team Not Found. I feel a creative team, but it's not always what they want to do. There's a team that loves to find something that they can do over and over again, likes to abuse whatever they know will work again and again. Right now, they haven't found anything to do it for them. It's a team that usually gets off to pretty slow starts when they can't find those shots they need. But here comes Jay. Maybe a solo effort, bump on Squeeze. This is bouncing off the back wall, but again, not there. There's Jay. Good clears. It's Rogue trying to get it. Dunk there. Bounce off the back wall. Jay, that's missed. Hockey, save by Rogue. Dunk in front. Here comes Jay again. Yogurt's got in the way. Scotty, 12 boost. Can't force it in. Omega Blackout on the goal line. Keep it out, and they keep themselves in a great position. Another one from Not Found. Double commit from Blackout, but just, my goodness, every save for Omega Blackout. So tough to make, but it's just that much more impactful for them.
It is, and they would love to buy some breathing room, which they finally do just that. And I have to back up about 20 seconds. The squishy save from Rogue through that defensive sequence was absolutely unreal, perfectly timed. But again, they just can't seem to find any length of offense. And this is going to be a very fatiguing 7-game series if they continue to allow this much pressure and have to make, insane save after insane save like that. I don't think they can do it. And as I say it, Scotty is there to finally find the first goal. It nearly took us 7 minutes of Rocket League, Sporty, to find one single goal here in this series.
Yeah, but as that goal will be everything for them here in X35 Team Not Found, a team who's only dropped, again, I think it's only dropped a single game in that regular season. That was, again, 2 blackouts here. I think they swept everybody else. But for Team Not Found, again, just dominant is everything here. When into the playoffs, it was a little tougher for them. Again, they had a sweep over Affinity Academy, then they went to Game 7 against Ignite. They know what it's like to play in tough series, even if maybe their regular season doesn't say that. And now, they go to Game 2 with a 1-0 lead. It was a hard-fought game, but, well, there's other games in the series. And now they've found something that can work for them. I do think it's going to be tougher for Omega Blackout, because Team Not Found like to ease themselves in the series, and they like to ease themselves into these situations. It can actually get a lot worse.
Yeah, and it seemed that, they really kind of found their rhythm there in overtime. I want to say when overtime started, it was like 4 shots to 4 shots. I think it might have been 5 to 4 in favor of Team Not Found, and then they outshot them like 5 to 1 just during overtime. We saw that barrage that was held off by Omega Blackout, but again, as I was saying at last overtime, they can't try to emulate that, right? They need to find some offense. They need to find some aggression. They cannot let 100 by 35 just continue to batter the net, because then it's just a matter of time.
It is, and there's going to be one for Squish. Well, 6 seconds in, they're not going to let 135 Team Not Found get to them. They're going to score first as Rogue. I mean, that is a bit too easy for him. It feels Scotty just, terrible position. He doesn't know what he's supposed to do there. If he challenges, he's going to get beat. If he doesn't, he's going to get beat. He's going to get beat either way. And Omega Blackout with the first goal, just a very well-used pass there from them right off the kickoff.
Indeed, and this is why we love Rocket League so much. It took us over 6 minutes to find a single goal last series. Took 6 seconds, game, and it took 6 seconds this game. So just unreal, absolute, complete opposite narratives. Jay off the backboard. Yogurt again there to cut off the passing lane. Squeeze turned into a counter attack. That was a beautiful play right there. But Hockey, once again, the defender back, third man ready to save it away, composed and patient.
And that's what Team Not Found are going to play. They're going to play patient. They know chances are going to come. This is one of those teams that they like to play aggressive, but they don't really play too panicked at any point in a series. This is a team that knows that they're going to be good enough to beat literally anybody in this league. And they know that time will come, and that's a really good dunk off that corner. Oh, what a touch from Jay. I don't think he knew how important that touch was going to be for him, but he prevented any sort of follow-up shot there from Omega Blackout. Team Not Found. Oh, they're starting to lose on the boost here as Yogurt to the midfield. Jay. And Team Not Found, well, they love these quick transitions. They don't like it when it's done against them. Boosts are going to become a huge problem for them because Scotty's ran out. That needs to be better from Yogurt. Hockey left on only about 40 boosts on his line. This is becoming very dangerous for Team Not Found if they can't get this ball into their hands very quickly.
I will say, they do. I was just going to say the adjustments have been made, and Omega are finding, they're not necessarily camping out in the blue half, but they're finding multiple shot attempts in the same offense. But as I say it, maybe they got a little too comfortable in that blue half, a bit overcommitted. Beautiful counterattack. We're all tied up here just at 90 seconds in.
Yep, only 90 seconds, and that's what happens. Team Not Found already back, and again, it's another passing play. Every single goal you're going to see from them will very likely be assisted by somebody else on this team. Squeeze. He dribble. Jay. Will bump him out, but he does have that clear. He's going to have to run out of boost on that one, but he gets the bump on Rogue. Here comes Yogurt. Hockey. He doesn't have that one. That's a huge miss there. Team Not Found, again, having to sit on defense. This is not the place they want to be, but they're playing it anyway. It's the hand they've been dealt, and they're working with it pretty well here. This is, again, a team that hates to be on defense. So many 135 teams, and Not Found is included, don't like defense in any way, shape, or form, and yet they're looking actually quite comfortable with this situation they're stuck in. As, Jay's missed that one. Maybe I spoke too soon, as Scotty will save it off that back wall. Team Not Found just cannot find that transition to get this one out.
And it just gets tiring. It gets fatiguing when you're stuck on defense. You're scrounging for pads. There's a nice dunks on target. Squeeze does get the save. But yeah, you're scrounging for pads in front of your net. You're diving to make saves. It's very fatiguing. So glad to see them find their way finally out. But we have another low-scoring game, but a big dunk. Oh my, Jay really put the team on his back right here. This was pretty much a solo play. Finds the huge dunk off the backboard. Hockey doesn't get easier than that.
And that is just beautiful, as again, all they're trying to do is make their teammates' lives as easy as possible. Find each other in the midfield, find each other in space, and Team Not Found will succeed. What a dunk from Rogue off the ceiling. Does he have a second one off the back wall? He's going to leave it. Here comes the shot. That one's rolling and in. Yogurt's taking it. Omega Blackout off the kickoff.
And how did this putback here from Squeesh not find the net? I mean, that one, I don't know that you could replicate that if you tried a million times. I mean, off the post, barely touches it, slow bounce. I was worried for a moment there for Omega Blackout. I won't lie to you, Sporty, because they have been doing a fantastic job, but still held to one single goal up until that one. And yeah, they really needed that. We are tied right back up in a very important game right now for Omega. I would say this game's a lot more important for them than it is 100 by 35.
Yeah, 135. I mean, they've already proven to everybody in this season. They can beat teams. They've beaten Blackout before. Blackout, well, that's a different question. They haven't beaten Team Not Found, and it's going to be a tough battle for them as Hockey. Oh, he's looking for Scotty. That's a bit heavy, though, and that'll be an easy touch for Blackout to get out, but Jay's actually dunked him. Final 90 seconds, and Omega Blackout sitting on defense. Gotta be careful, because anytime Team Not Found can definitely make that response, as here comes Scotty. That one slowly on. Squish will get there. Jay. Options in the midfield, and Scotty. Flip resets. Musty flick. Oh my goodness! Clinical from Jay. Out of X35, Team Not Found. That was an incredible solo effort.
Disgusting solo effort right there. Top left Binsky's as can be. The power, the mustard, I mean, everything you want. That is huge for the momentum and the confidence of 100 by 35 Team Not Found.
And Omega Blackout now being thrusted into a very awkward situation. They've got to get a goal back, and there's not much time for them. They've been playing that kind of game to kind of wait and see if the chances will come for them. Well, they can't wait any longer. They've got to make it themselves, and they've got to change up that whole playstyle just to get there. The aggression, the desperation, you can notice it's very quickly. Now Omega Blackout who are nervous. As Jay, Hockey, that one on, it will be kept out by Rogue. And Yogurt, Scotty, catching up to it. Lob to the midfield. Jay! That one off the post. Almost ended that game right there from Jay, but the post will save Omega Blackout, at least from that goal, but they've got to keep pushing. There's not much time left now. Less than 30 seconds in this game.
I tell you, there's a heartbreaking way to go down, because with 17 seconds left, they need to find this last goal, but they didn't make a mistake to allow that last goal. They were just simply outplayed. Squeeze. One more opportunity. It is on net, but not the best shot, so Jay saves it away. Oh, they're crowding the corner. Can Squeeze find the 50? No, they're going to have to score a last-second goal here. Yogurt puts it towards, but it gets killed. Team Not Found take the dub on an absolutely insane solo dolo. What a crazy musty. I mean, my goodness, that was a clip.
That's going to be one they'll be seeing on the highlights reels after this one. An incredible game 2, and now they're leading 2-0 at Zen 0. Things are starting to get very tough for Omega Blackout, because this series getting away from them here. It may be close, but close isn't good enough. They've got to find something new to beat them with.
Yeah, you said it. You said it the best. Close is not enough, and that's the difference right now. Omega Blackout, they're in my opinion, they're putting on a clinic in just about every way. They're just simply barely being outplayed. They're playing, 95% right now. We're seeing Team Not Found at 99%. They are just simply barely outplaying them, but it's enough. Whether you lose a series and you say, hey, every game was a 1-goal differential, every game came down the last second, that doesn't really matter. Your season is over. You're not headed for the grand finals.
And, well, for Team Not Found, they're looking to make it there as soon as possible. Here comes Hockey. Rogue will send that one out. Scotty now, off the sidewall. Maybe a clear from Squeeze, and right now for Omega Blackout, just sending that ball at Team Not Found. They just want it out of the defense at this point. It feels like they're a bit desperate even at the start of this game. They don't want to be on defense at any point, and really, they've got to learn to control that ball a little bit better, because if they don't do that, Team Not Found are going to walk right over them. But that's a really good pass, and that's right in the front of Rogue. Omega Blackout, Yogurt finds a teammate in the middle of Team Not Found defenders.
And I love that little bit of a cherry pick from Rogue there. He sees that the opposition is overextended, sees his teammate has the clear, starts to creep upfield first. Beautiful upfield pass there. And Team Not Found, they got to be careful. They can't get, too overzealous, or Omega Blackout will punish them like they just did.
Yeah, Team Not Found. Oh, what a touch there from Jay. will be cleared by Yogurt, but already Scotty looking like he's going to jump for this any will. He's got it up the corner. Maybe a second touch, doesn't have it, but here comes Jay, and oh, he's right into the corner. Squish will, in fact, clear it across his own goal. A bit risky there for him, and now this one. Jay, in! It's a tie game.
And the mistake that came down right here was Squish rotating back, kind of ball. I guess he wasn't necessarily ball side. It was just an unfortunate play for him. He was actually going to back post right there. The ball just gets yeeted right at his car, and all of a sudden he's got possession in front of his own net. Tries to regain and get out, but I mean, what a heads up play. But Rogue answers right back. Beautiful pass here from Yogurt.
That's the second time we've seen Yogurt and Rogue link up in a play. And again, it's in the middle of Team Not Found defenders. Rogue jumps up over all of them. And Omega Blackout, they're just doing what Team Not Found are supposed to do, but better. And that's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly a tough task, but they know they want an insurance goal. It's something they haven't had yet, and Team Not Found last game really punished them for not having it. They continue to come back, because I think Hockey just had like a quadruple tap off the wall into a flip reset. Wasn't able to really do much with it, but that was bizarre. Scotty off the backboard for Hockey. Hockey denied by Rogue. Squeeze gonna take over. Oh no, and had just a great opportunity to take possession, but now it's in his own net. Oh no, he wants that one back for sure, Sporty.
Squeeze.
No boost.
Just not a good touch from Squeeze there. He gives it up way too easily, and I mean, it's already bad enough when 135 Not Found are chasing after you, trying to get the ball. It's worse when they actually do have the ball and you have to chase after them. Omega Blackout is another mistake from Squeeze, who maybe the nerves are getting to him, but he's having a lot of touches. They're just too heavy. He needs to keep control. I mentioned that this team, Omega Blackout, needs to hold that ball closer to them, because if they don't, that's what's going to happen. Here comes Joker. Hockey already jumping for it. Rogue, follow up. That one's going to be blocked, and here comes Team Not Found back the other way. They're going to try to control it, dribble it, and look at this. Here comes Scotty. Yes, this one, pass Squeeze, Jay. That one not on, but the follow-up is sure to follow. Here it is. Rogue won't have to worry about that one as Hockey to Jay. Squeeze will beat him on that one. Scotty now. I send it back midfield, but it's just a little too weak. But Hockey's still coming in. He's got the shot. Back post, and Rogue is there. Team Not Found faster right now and getting those passes. They still haven't been able to connect just yet. Still looking for that opportunity here as we are approaching halfway in the game 3.
And Rogue, I mean, my goodness, has just stepped up so big here. He does not want to lose. 2 of 2 on the shooting with 4 saves at the halfway mark. Squeeze just picked up a savior medal of his own, but right now they're outshot 9-3. So, Omega Blackout, even though they've been efficient, they're 2 of 3 right now. They cannot continue to let Team Not Found batter them like this. They need to up the aggression, up that sense of urgency here in the final 2 minutes.
On Hockey, bump on Yogurt, and I got a touch from Squeeze. The one's cutting that ball across his own net was actually the right thing there, because if he did it, that's Jay's goal. Team Not Found will look for another chance. Scotty, that one overshoots him. But Team Not Found are upfield again. Another chance to shoot, and that's one for Jay! It's kept out by Rogue. That is a huge, huge save from Rogue. Again and again, he's the last one back, and again, he delivers when you didn't expect him to.
Absolutely delivers indeed, Scotty. Nice got the backboard, Rogue. Gonna take over. Does a great job, and that's picture perfect. Takes possession, finds his teammate. Oh no, and Yogurt just misses off the post, and to his defense, he did have to place that one, but they want that back. It's playing at a team like Team Not Found, everything has to be perfect, and just like that, it's a 2-goal swing. They should be up 3-2 right now. Instead, they're down 3-2. Hopefully their mentals stay up, because they lose this game right here, and they could be facing a sweep, Sporty.
They could be very well facing a sweep if they don't pick things up. Omega Blackout, the pressure is on them to make the adjustments. As here comes Rogue. That touch really doesn't help him out here, and gonna be a clear from Jay. X35 Team Not Found, not done with just that goal and that lead. They need another, they want another, they'll get another. Oh, but Squeeze has stopped him. Here comes Jay. Squeeze will keep it out. Now he's getting pumped by Jay's Hockey. Gonna force his way through him. Pinch, what a pass to Scotty! And Rogue using all his boost just to get to that one. Hope still here for Omega, but again, just a bit too heavy on these touches, and goes right back to Team Not Found, who Jay is on no boost, and he gets past 2. Now looking for the bump on Squeeze. He's giving it to Scotty. Squeeze with a dunk. I'm running out for Omega Blackout. what they have in store. Do they have any energy left? This game has been very taxing for them on defense. And they've got to make that offense happen as a miss there. Scotty off to the sidewall. Squeeze. Oh, that's a really nice pinch from him, but we're going to be cleared away by Jay. Scotty leaving it. Jay going to get that pinch across. It's not going to be a goal-scoring opportunity for Hockey, but he does try to slow this play down as Team Not Found is looking for those challenges, looking for those 50s, looking to end game 3 right here in this orange half as Jay maybe trying to get that one, but Rogue challenges early. Hockey misses it. Jay clears it away. 0 seconds and nobody near. Team Not Found will let it hit the ground. They've got quadruple match point.
And Team Not Found, I mean, just battering the net. 12 shots, 3 goals, 9 saves from Omega Blackout. Every shot that didn't go in, they were able to save. But you said it best. Such a taxing way to play right there. And I'm telling you, my heart kind of breaks for Omega Blackout. Obviously, not only, am I with Omega and I love both of these orgs so much, but they're just playing so great, Sporty. Like Omega Blackout it just shows how competitive Surge Cup, how competitive Rocket League Splash Series is, because they are playing great. They're not making big, massive mistakes. Yeah, of course, little stuff here and there. But overall, Team Not Found is just nearly playing perfect, impeccable.
Yeah, and for Team Not Found, they're going to look to do that once more and, take this one down once and for all. As again, sweep potential. We haven't had a sweep on the stream in an exceptionally long time. We'll see if it happens here.
And I tell you, it would just kind of be an injustice to how great this series has been, because every game has came down to one single goal. It's been back and forth. The leads outside of game 1, the leads have swapped places. It's been crazy, but again, time and time again, Team Not Found just showing they are slightly one single step ahead. And that might just be a baby step, but it's enough to have them up 3-0 here.
I mean, you mentioned it earlier, millimeters can separate teams, and I think we're seeing that here, especially in the semifinals. Every little bit matters. Team Not Found looking to take down Omega Blackout again here in the semifinals. They took them down again in week 3. We get to see that rematch here, and for Blackout, and that rematch has not been so favorable for them just yet. Have to look for at least any chance to just get a goal on, because Team Not Found just looking to score there, looking to get themselves that momentum that can really carry them through game 4. As that's a good touch from Hockey. Scotty, redirect. That one is just off target. Yogurt jumping up to it anyways, as that play could have been a lot scarier. We've seen those redirects before from Team Not Found. They can hit them. But that one won't go in their favor. Scotty off to the sidewall. Second touch looking in the midfield, but again, it's relatively easy to kill there for this Omega Blackout side. Nebula is a different team.
And, I have to wonder, what are the comms? What are the adjustments? Is a nice pass from Squeeze Yogurt. Didn't delay it, but a little awkward, does put it wide. What do you think the adjustments are being called out in the comms right now? Because that's the thing, is they're not really making that many mistakes. They continue just to be a hair short, so got to be really tough on the middle, but an absolute banger from Yogurt. How in the world did Hockey read that and save that one?
And what's even scary about that is I think it bounced off of Scotty. That's why it had so much power. He accidentally redirected onto his own nets, but saved anyways. And as you mentioned about Omega, what are they going to do to change things around? I really think it's going to come down to shutting down these passing lanes here from 125 Team Not Found. If you shut that down, their offense, it doesn't have any other options. It can go for solo plays, but that's not something they like to do. They're going to continue to pass no matter how cut down those passing lanes are. That's what Omega Blackout have to stop here. That's how they're going to win.
And I'd like to add on to that, because I do agree, but I think they've been doing a good job of cutting off the passing lanes. But when they do, they're kind of giving the ball away still. So once they cut off that passing lane, they need to either, turn into a pass themselves as, oh no, a big squishy saved by Rogue. But either turn it into an immediate counterattack for themselves as Scotty has the putback, or take possession. You've said it. They keep just kind of giving it away. They find a good clear, but it's really, well, I shouldn't say a good clear. They find a clear, but it's right to the opponent.
Yeah, and that's going to be a huge issue for them if they cannot get that ball out themselves. Scotty on a Team Not Found. It's 1 goal in the lead for them. And here he goes again. Scotty got a flip reset on it. He won't get anything else, though, as that's taken away by Yogurt. Squeeze. Pinch by Jay. Going backwards. Scotty with a little redirect, but next 25 Team Not Found. I mean, you can tell they're playing a little more passively this game. They're not trying to take any major risks. They're up by 1. They know their playstyle is currently working against Omega Blackout. Not trying to force anything to go their way. They know Omega has to do that themselves.
Yeah, and everything, and as you said it right there, perfect, absolutely perfect. We'll call it a caster blessing. They're just playing, yes, safe, right? Wait for it. Rogue makes the mistouch. Hockey is there to punish him. They get the insurance goal right there, Sporty, but more importantly, they did it in a very, very safe way. And I hate to say it for Omega, but they need to change something very fast because Team Not Found looking very comfortable with taking this sweep.
Gotta take more risks as well. There's a team that is usually pretty risk adverse here in Omega. But at this point in this series, when you're down 3-0, when a team is on the verge of taking you out of the tournament in a sweep, you've got to slow them down somehow, some way. Yogurt, that one, kept away, and Scotty with a double tap. Again, Team Not not going to take any chances. They're not going to play risky. Omega Blackout. Keep calling them Nebula. It's a different team. Omega Blackouts have to play that risky game. There's no other options for them, I don't think. I might be on might be like not bad for them, but. You know, it won't stay that way. They've got to be able to take risks because Team Not Found, I mean, right now, they're just playing a whole lot better than them. And for Blackout, as you said, something's got to change. I think they got to be more risky.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know, no cookie cutter ways of trying to score. They need to have that ingenuity, whether it starts with a solo play or starts with a pass. Got to be something. And now, as you said, that time continues to tick. Under a minute left, Jay and Scotty both just come up short. Yogurt trying to take it the other way, but a beautifully timed dunk there from Hockey. Rogue going to take over at mid. Doesn't get beat, but it's right to Squeesh. Oh, Squeesh kind of redirects it back into his own corner. Scotty going to be able to one to take it. Yogurt, bit of a mystery, but counterattack. Squeesh to Rogue. Rogue double tap. Oh, no, he got there just a bit prematurely. That would have been a beautiful team play.
And yet it won't work, and Omega Nebula. I keep calling them that. Omega Blackout. I keep calling the wrong team here. Omega Blackout. Running out of time. Half a minute now. That's already been 30 seconds off that clock. And no goals, 4 of them. 125 Team Not Found look to carry this one away as that one's open. Jay seals it. 3 goals for Team Not Found. And if you thought it was already hard enough for Omega Blackout, it's only getting tougher.
And my goodness, I mean, 21 seconds left, so we've seen crazier things happen, but have a feeling it's, you know, that was the dagger right there. That was the nail in the coffin. And unless we see an immediate kickoff goal, which doesn't look like we're going to, not much of a chance though. Yogurt does find Rogue. Rogue to squeeze. Oh, there again. And I'm telling you, Omega, if they can just fine tune these passing plays just a bit, Sporty, they could be the champions of Surge, you know, come next season.
Yeah, but next season is when they'll have to do it. X25 Team Not Found are moving to the Grand Finals in a 4-0 sweep. They didn't just take down Omega Blackout, they one-upped them in every single way. No question about it. They deserve to be here.
I couldn't agree more, and that's what I said. You know, it's just a testament to how competitive this not only Rocket League Splash Series is, but the Surge Cup is, because I mean that was, you know, if you're on like Madden or something, right? That Omega was rated 90 right there, but guess what? Team Not Found was rated 96. So it was like you know, it wasn't that Omega was messing up. It wasn't that they weren't playing well. They played fantastic. They did not make that many mistakes, and I can't even count 2 or 3 crucial mistakes made between both teams. It was just that Team Not Found was that much far ahead of them, and that was enough for them to take all 4 games in a row. They have to be feeling good right now.
Yeah, and well, we also know who their opponent's going to be. New Age Octanes, a 4-1 over Untitled Esports. But I know we don't actually have an updated bracket, but again, this is what the bracket looked like going in. I can tell you the finals is confirmed. 125 Team Not Found versus New Age Octanes, and what a day it has been for these guys. Quick series, quick matches. So they'll be playing tomorrow. But Zen, let's go have a quick interview with Not Found right now and see what they're up to.
Not Team now. Oh shit.
Hello there. 65 Team Not Found. What a win. What a series. A 4-0 over Omega Blackout. You played them earlier this season. You now sweep them here. Jay, you must be feeling ecstatic now making to the grand finals.
Absolutely. I mean, we came here and did what we needed to do. I'm extremely proud of them. That was probably one of our most put together nights as a team. So extremely happy with that win.
First of all, congratulations, and I would be extremely happy as well. But I have to say, you guys, that's what threes Rocket League is all about right there, right? You had a couple moments like, for instance, the Musty, that was absolutely disgusting. But overall, just beautiful team play, whether it was defense, offense, or transition. My big question is, did you guys think after those first few games were so close that you were going to be able to sweep?
Honestly, we didn't expect to lose, but we are expecting it to be a close series. The sweep was just a result of us playing confident after those first 2 series and knowing that we had the potential to. So we were just coming out confident, trusting each other, and playing overall good Rocket League.
I'll also add that like the first time we played each other, it was very similar. Low scoring games and all the games were pretty close. And it was a 3-1 that series, but it was very similar of a series to what we played earlier in the season.
Well, again, Hockey, again, you guys, as you said, you played these guys before, you beat them 3-1. What was it today that allowed you to beat these guys 4-0? I mean, was there something else today that, like, helped you guys? What was it that was kind of the little extra bit? Because, again, this was a closer series than people would expect to see. And yet, it's a 4-0. What was it that kind of carried you guys across that finish line?
I think everything was just clicking. Like today, definitely our most put together threes overall, just always in the right spot, rotating good. The comms were good. Everything about tonight was just on it for us. So I think that's what ultimately put us over the edge to get the sweep tonight. Like I said, extremely proud of these boys.
Yeah, nothing but congratulations. You guys obviously celebrate. It's much well deserved, but you guys already know tomorrow night you have a tough task ahead, so lock back in. But I fully believe if you guys can play like that, good luck for any Surge Cup team beating y'all.
Yeah, let's talk about that match as well. Scotty, again, you guys have to play against, we've heard from Jane Hockey so far, we get to hear it from you now. You guys have to play against New Age Octanes tomorrow. I believe they're also undefeated, and you guys have never played them before. So, is there anything you want to say about that kind of match? Because that's going to be a really tough match. Octanes seem to win basically anything. So, what are you guys going to do to kind of take them down? How are you going to prepare?
I mean, it's not really changing what we're doing. It's more just staying to game plan, really, and just coming in confident. I think that was one of the biggest things we did tonight is everyone was pretty hungry tonight, and we just trusted each other and played well. I think the biggest thing is just trying to make sure we know who we are as players and playing to our own strengths instead of trying to play as someone we're not.
I'd love to hear that again. Congratulations on your win and making it to the grand final. But before you go, we'll just get some quick shout-outs going. Let's start with Hockey.
I know I have a few friends watching. Shout out to them. Shout out to my parents, Classic shout out. Shout out to my teammates most of all though. They're always there, always getting it together, always calming. The small, like, we made so little mistakes tonight, and I'm so happy that we all just had it together and we were all locked in, didn't make any mistakes. So shout out to them most of all, and also shout out to Thrifty because Thrifty's always there. He's always supporting us. Top 1 org owner.
Now we'll move on to Scotty. Is there anything that you want to say? Anybody that you want to shout out?
Yeah, I mean, as always, shout out my teammates. Everyone played great tonight. Also, shout out to Jay because he has all the mustard everywhere.
Yeah, he does. He does.
But also, shout out to my wife. Always good to have extra support outside of actual teammates themselves. And also, shout out to Thrifty as well too for always putting this together. So, and shout out to you guys. Thanks for casting.
Of course, and now we'll end off with Jay again. Again, what a win, but now it's your time to make a shout out. Is there anybody that you have in mind?
Yeah, specifically my headache from screaming. I want to shout out from those first 2 games, dude. I'm feeling it right now. But no, in all seriousness, thank you to Thrifty. I can't understate how grateful we are for him. He puts us an opportunity to be here, as well as my teammates. Can't do it without them. And then you guys for casting, obviously, huge shout out to you guys. We really do appreciate you guys coming here. And lastly, my final shout out is Papa Splash for putting this thing together because at the end of the day, none of us would be here without him. So I think he deserves some recognition.
Again, congratulations on your win. A 4-0 sweep over Omega Blackout. Good luck in the grand finals. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Congrats, boys.
Thank you.
Well, that was Hockey J. Scotty is N0. We've got one more match to come up. It's going to be known Aurora 5th Corner Esports. Just anything you want to say before we go to a quick intermission?
Just as always, so excited to be here and just excited because the stakes are only getting higher. Tsunami Cup semifinals when we get back. I'm super excited.
And you should be. Again, we'll be right back after a quick intermission. Welcome back, everybody, to the sportiest stream into the Rocket League Splash Series semifinals, presented by Eddie's Scarf Gang, Gamers On, and InvizSpar. Welcome in Zen Zero. We got some incredible matches coming up. One more match to go. Unknown Aurora, Fifth Corner Esports. But again, we've had some incredible matches already. You want to tell us about those matches real quickly?
Oh yeah, the Surge Cup matchup we just had. I mean, as I said, seemed to be a bit of an injustice because every game, aside from game number 4, was a 1-goal differential. It came down nail biter to one single play, but 100 by 35 team not found end up sweeping Omega Blackout in the Surge Cup semifinals. Now we're moving on to the Tsunami Cup. The big boys, Unknown Aurora, taking on Fifth Corner Esports. And this is going to be tough, Sporty, because Unknown Aurora, I know them personally, very, very strong squad, but 5CE coming in undefeated, not only undefeated, but in the Tsunami Cup. That is unreal.
Yeah, Tsunami Cup. You don't have that many undefeated teams. They might be the only one, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe they're the only one that's undefeated in this league. And again, that is no easy task to come in and just take down everybody. I mean, the teams they've had to play. They had to play HSG Ascension, Team Nova. They've actually played Aurora already and swept them last time they met. They played Aura, who took them to Game 5. And then in the playoffs, their first round, actually, if you want to take a look at those playoffs, it's been quite a playoff bracket for them here because they've had some interesting matches so far. They had that 4th win over Astra, and then they 4-2'd Rift Esports, another team that was expected to be a high contender in this league. So really, a lot of questions up for Unknown Aurora. They took down HSG Ascension in a Game 7. It was close. It was on the stream. Now they've got a lot to do because it's only going to get tougher for them.
Absolutely, and yeah, Rift having to face off against this 5CE. This 5CE team just absolute juggernauts, and I recognize. I believe it'll be Kolbob, Calf, and Pika. That should be starting.
That should be the starting for them.
Yeah, that'd be the starting 3, and my goodness, they're tough. But like I said, I know Unknown Aurora pretty well. They seem to be playing better towards the end of the season, and I believe that'll be Twizzy, Decaf, and Squiddy as the starters, and they're strong too. And when they start working as a squad, they can be really tough to beat. So I know they're the underdogs by a good bit, but 5C definitely can't come in sleeping on them, though. I don't expect them to. I know in Fifth Corner Esports, they're going to come in ready to take care of business.
Yeah, no, Fifth Corner are going to be ready, but on the other side of the bracket, Team Evo, Unknown Esports, another S7. That's going to be on Kobo Warrior's stream, and that will be the other Tsunami Cup semifinal. That is another big series, and again, we could very well see an Unknown Esports finals here. That's unlikely, because both those teams, I believe, are the underdogs in those matches, but it could be an interesting situation for them to be in, and we'll see how it works here, because, again, we've already seen earlier today, Unknown Academy make it to the finals. There's a good chance we see another Unknown team make it as well. We'll see if Aurora can do it, because it's going to be a tough battle, though. It's uphill against Fifth Corner Esports, but it is very possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the other on Cobra stream, so who did you say Unknown is playing?
Team Evo.
Team Evo, and that's that Unknown team. That's Mr. Juicy Bird.
That's Juicy Bird.
And Cyber. Okay,
that's Juicy Bird, Cyber. That's considered their better team. Yeah, but Aurora,
the main roster.
But, which is funny, because it's like, they're better, but like, Aurora's also made it to semifinals, so
yeah,
who knows?
Right
both these teams are good. Unknown's known to have some insanely talented rosters. You really can't count them out of anything. As prediction poll is live, by the way. Vote for who you think will take it. I know Fifth Corner Esports will probably win the prediction, but I wouldn't sleep on Unknown Aurora. This is a team that everybody sleeps on. It's the sleeper team. They've walked to the semifinals. They've taken down HSG Ascension to get here. No easy match, so anything can happen. We know anything can happen. Again, Unknown Aurora haven't taken down HSG Ascension just to get to this point. Well, now they got to go against Fifth Corner Esports.
And I'll say, the pressure is certainly on Fifth Corner here. That's one of the beauties of coming in as that underdog, is at least that pressure is off your shoulders. Hey, if you lose, that's how it's supposed to go, right? If you win, though, it's this big thing. And Fifth Corner, they don't want to be on the opposite end of that, where they're the clear favorites, and next thing you know, their season is over. But again, with everything I've heard about them, I'm sure they're coming in swinging. So Unknown Aurora has their work cut out for them, but anything is certainly possible, especially with those 3 on the pitch. If they're able to peak and remain consistently play at their best, either side could certainly take this.
Yeah, and actually in the lobby, we already have Fifth Corner Esports, and their roster looks like it's going to be Norco, Red Snow, and Pika. So that's interesting. None of what would be their starting roster. Well, except for, I think, Pika. That's an interesting lineup. Pikup's, again, part of that starting roster, at least listed as that 3rd player. It's him, Red Snow, and Noriko. taking on Unknown Aurora. And again, it should be Twizzy, Decaf, Squiddy playing tonight. We'll see just how things work. I know that this match will have to be pushed back a slight bit because I think Twizzy is a slight bit late. No, Squiddy, who might be a slight bit late. So they're trying to get things working here. But again, what a matchup we have coming up. This will be quite insane.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you, I'm curious what you think, but I think that's a very, very bold move from Fifth Corner Esports. Would have to assume that, maybe Kolbob and Calf are a little late or something like that, because that's a very bold move to, not only play one sub, but play two in the semifinals.
Yeah. As Curio saying, no, that's their normal roster. So that is their starting roster, actually. It turns out it's not their subs.
Oh, okay,
so,
okay.
Kolbob,
Okay.
and no, that's just their starting roster. Thank you, Curio. I was like wondering where Curio was. He's the guy who runs Fifth Corner Esports. So welcome in, Curio. Hello there. Again, see how things work. But if this is the roster that's been working so well for them, we know it works for Unknown Aurora. There's a lot of questions though for Aurora. A team that hasn't made any roster changes at all this season, so they've been feeling pretty good with what they have going for them. And well, you think maybe a 4-3 record's pretty impressive. That's the same record Evo's going with. It came into this bracket. Unknown Esports, I don't know if you've checked it. They've got an insane Cinderella story. I just want to talk about that right now. I know we're not streaming them, but Unknown Esports, you want to take a guess on what their record is, Zen?
Well, I know that they were pretty close to being negative, right? Going into the last week, so they were like 3-4 coming into the playoffs. Is that right?
No, actually, it's even worse. It's 2-5. They came in 2-5 in the playoffs. They had to take on in their first round. They took down 125 Beans and Crackers, and then they had to take on HSG. Not HSG, sorry. They had to take on. They got a sweep win over Omega and a forfeit, and they played Missouri Western in that next round. That's a team that actually has been playing very well, but it was a team that Unknown has lost to. So that's again an interesting bracket. Unknown Esports have been having a bit of a Cinderella run. Some might say Mickey run though, which we'll see if that's true or not tonight when they go up against Team Evo. But again, there's been a lot of upsets in the Tsunami Cup here. One, because a lot of teams have forfeited in that first round. A lot of teams couldn't make it that first round. But also because just, again, it's Tsunami Cup. Playoffs really are just a whole different animal for some of these teams, and it's tough to keep up.
Yeah, playoffs, always a different atmosphere. You have to play your best. And I will say, if I'm not mistaken, Unknown, they did have a pretty tough schedule towards the beginning of the season. I know Mr. Juicyberg Cyber pretty well. And when they're playing their best, they can hang with anybody in the Tsunami Cup. So sometimes it's just like that, right? And also teams sometimes get better through the season, through the playoffs. They continue to grind. They hit those high level scrims. They're in the training packs. They're putting the hours in. And sometimes a record can be a little bit deceiving.
Yeah, records don't matter anymore, obviously, for Tsunami Cup. Everybody coming in with these strange records, except for Fifth Corner, again, who's undefeated. Who had an incredible run. They took Astro was a forfeit, and then they took down Rift, another scary team. Again, prediction poll still live. Unknown Aurora have 2% of the prediction, so you guys really don't believe in Aurora here. We'll see if maybe there's a little 2% though. There's that 2% of my chat. I think that they're going to take it as. We'll see if that happens. As again, actually forgot to mention. Thanks for the follows, by the way, during the stream. Rogue and Lil Mark. Thank you for the follows, guys. Welcome to Sporty Stream. If you're still here, we're going to have our final series coming up soon. We are still waiting on Unknown Aurora. I know that they've had some issues with one of the players being late. I'm hoping that won't stay the way because it seems like, again, they're waiting on Squiddy. Twizzy and Decaf are ready. Squiddy is not. I don't think they have a sub ready available. I don't think Aztec's here tonight, so we'll give them a little bit of extra time to see if they can get Squiddy in. Yeah, no, me too. Me too. I'm crossing my fingers for them.
Absolutely. And the way it does work, though, is which obviously, they don't want that, but it's not just an immediate FF, right? It's every 5 minutes is an FF, right?
Yeah, and they were told that it was going to be 10 minutes late, so we can wait we can wait until actually 25 minutes past.
Oh, and there they are.
As they're in.
Well, two of them. There they are. Now everybody's in. Squiddy's here. The starting three are ready to go, and they're jumping on the pitch. Maybe just checking ping real quick though.
Yeah, not a problem, of course. Again, we're going to get them in here. Our last match tonight. I know it's been a weird night for scheduling because everything's been pushed back a slight bit. But hey, they're ready. They're here. Let's get this best-of-7 series up to it. The Tsunami Cup, the biggest league in all of Rocket League Splash Series. And in Season 4, you expected Unknown Aurora to make this run. Well, now you have to see it to believe it. Here they are, taking on the top team in Fifth Corner Esports. The last semifinal of the night. And this is a best-of-7 to determine who will go to the final. Fifth Corner Esports may be the favorites, but Unknown Aurora, they've got something to say about that.
And I think they really need to come out and make a statement here in Game 1. This is going to be very, very important. They do not want to allow 5CE to kind of grab the momentum first, because if they're, if they get wind behind themselves, this could be a short night for Unknown Aurora. So I think this game 1 might be the most important game of the entire series for them.
Yeah, and it's not that it's not without these guys with their experience. Squiddy was in the Surge Cup finals last season. Was able to get the win there on Unknown Esports. Obviously, not on that same team anymore. He's now on Unknown Aurora. He's still in the same org though, as here comes Squiddy. Beat by Noriko. Red Snow demoed away. Decaf off to the side wall. Dribble, but he's gonna lose it quickly here. And right now, for Unknown Aurora, a lot of these touches are just not good enough. They're not doing so well at really making something, at making Fifth Corner Esports bite at the play. And Fifth Corner have no problem with that. They'll play their style. And that style is gonna be a lot more controlled. As that one from Noriko, just wide. It was kept out by Twizzy somehow.
And yeah, Twizzy somehow reads that unbelievable, just perfectly stops at the post, finds the clear. I thought it was going to be a goal for sure, but he does get dunked by Pika at the midfield. But he's looking to work off the backboard, finds the clear. It's going to be right to Redwood. Redwood. Soft touch off the wall, does get bumped off by Decaf. Twizzy looking to take over, and they are battling at the midfield right now. Neither side, I mean, slightly in the favor of 5C, but neither side really getting any type of field domination or true possession.
Yeah, and right now it's again kind of that feel out process. It's so tough to get field domination in Tsunami Cup with everybody being as good as they are, but Fifth Corner, they want to start things off quickly. They want to really make Unknown Aurora feel uncomfortable. And Unknown Aurora aren't really feeling that way. They may not be getting much on offense, but they're doing pretty well at keeping Fifth Corner back. And Fifth Corner, what are they doing in the corner there? Some team bonding, I think, with Pika and Red Snow over there. I have no clue what they're doing, and I don't really want to know what they're doing over there, but they ran into each other. Noriko, shots! And that's goal number 1 for Fifth Corner. It took them a little while, but the Fifth Corner Esports side do score first.
And a beautiful clear pass, I should say, by Redwood Snowner right there. Finds the really high on the backboard and right in the curve of the wall, so that it's not an easy read for his opposition. Unknown Aurora try to get up there, try to get a hand on it. Too little, too late, but the dunk right on. Oh, and Decaf actually going to get a second touch there. Very cheeky play, and just like that, where's no goals for 2 minutes straight. Back-to-back goals. We're back to tied up.
That last touch from Decaf was actually quite necessary. Fifth Corner Esports had someone jumping in to save that one. It's a tough play to make, but you gotta make it there as Unknown Aurora to keep it going as here comes Pika. Dribble to the back wall. Twizzy J keeps it out. Noriko off the corner. Red Snow. Fifth Corner Esports just kind of cycling in. That you can tell this is a very calm play off Fifth Corner. They're not really feeling all that stressed. I think it's because they know that Unknown Aurora are a team that a lot of people didn't even expect to make it this far, and they might be maybe taking them a little too easily at this point, but see why they would think so when they've been just dominating everybody in this league. As here comes Pika. Red Snow wasn't waiting for it, and again, Fifth Corner, very calm. They're not feeling all that much of a sense of urgency at this point, just trying to see what will work. They're like poking and prodding at Unknown Aurora, waiting for that opening.
Yeah, very well said. Oh, and Redwood, great placement here. You said it there, poking and prodding. Pika gonna actually kind of fake the double there, and Noriko gonna take over. And I see Tommy says Noriko, the front runner right now for the regular season MVP, and I see why so far. Both of those goals kind of off the back of Noriko.
And now Noriko again. Decaf. That one's pinched in front. That is just perfect from Noriko. And Red Snow will make it free. Fifth Corner Esports again. It's a slow but sure play style. They're not doing anything to you know, try to make Unknown Aurora panic. No, just the fact that they're here and the fact that they're that consistent is what will make Unknown Aurora panic.
Yeah, and all of a sudden we went from a neck-and-neck matchup to now 5CE looking, you know, showing why they are those favorites. As Twizzy, very awkward here. Noriko off the backboard. Redwood, we're going to miss off the crossbar. Decaf can have a little time here. Does a good job to take possession, but tries to get around it. Stuffed by Pika. Noriko, can't find the double. Redwood looking to dime up his teammate, but Decaf absolutely dusts him. Twizzy's there. Oh no, the bump attempt, I believe, from Decaf, but the shot just falls wide.
And Red Snow on the other side, again, trying to receive that pass from Noriko. Noriko is always looking for someone, whether it be Red Snow or whether it be Pika. He's always out there trying to get that pass, and one of the reasons why this team can be so successful is they have Noriko just in that midfield as a keystone player for them. Really, everything kind of going kind of through him, and again, with the consistency this team has with all three of their players not really too much of a shocker to think that Norco will be playing that gameplay so well, as here comes Pika up in the midfield. That's a really good second touch, and that's gonna fall in. Another for fifth corner. Pika, clean, consistent, efficient. That's what you want for fifth corner.
And I mean, you said it so well earlier, just poking and prodding until they can find, that opportunity. They're not doing anything, super flashy or super crazy technical, nothing like that. They are just playing seamless Rocket League. They're not really making mistakes. They're forcing, unknown Aurora essentially to make those mistakes, to get awkward on defense. And just like that, what was a very close game to start is now really running away for 5CE.
And 5CE are just in an absolute state of just jubilation. They feel great right now. It's almost a bump to make another one there. Twizzy will get to it in time, but really struggling for Unknown Aurora is the fact that this boost usage is also just not favoring them. They use a lot of boost when they get up the field, and fifth corner is just so much more efficient. Everything's tough for them because every play they get an offense, it's tougher for them to make that second play just because, again, they've used so much boost already. Fifth corner always find each other with a good amount of boost as across comes Norco. Won't beat Decaf though. Unknown Aurora, maybe they'll get another goal in this one, but time will run out. That's a really good dribble from Squiddy. That's a goal for Unknown Aurora. With 5 seconds left, they're down by 2. They may not be able to make that comeback happen this game, but that goal can at least make them feel a little bit happier about their chances.
Yeah, little momentum goal, little confidence booster, bring it back within 2, but they still have been outshot here 10-4. It was 10-3 before that attempt right there, so they're certainly going to need to find a little more possession, a little more offense, and stop all these shot attempts from 5CE.
Fifth Corner Esports, game 1. And again, it doesn't feel like they're really being tested in any real meaningful way from Unknown Aurora. And that's what worries me, is that the fact that Unknown Aurora is just simply outclassed at this point. It's 8 shots to 4. And it really does feel like Fifth Corner Esports are in control of absolutely everything about the series. Unknown Aurora just have to find something that they can control at this point. It may not even be enough to win, but just something that they can make their Fifth Corner Esports' lives a little bit tougher, because right now, they have nothing.
When I said 10-4, I can't do math. My math limit has been reached for the day, but I have to agree with you. This certainly seems, last series we said that it was really close. They were a step ahead. It seems 5CE 2 steps ahead of Unknown Aurora, but it was only game 1, right? So we know that, as you said earlier, game 1, typically a bit of a filling out process. So it is here and now on Unknown Aurora to make the proper adjustments and answer back quickly. They don't want to go down 2-0 here in this best of 7.
And well, they're going to have to play very well not to do that. As here comes 5C up again. Squiddy will send it wide, and Aurora maybe a little thankful that didn't create any offense for 5CE early on. Still 5C on it. Pika to Red Snow. Squiddy's got that one, and here comes Swizzy. A quick touch trying to see if he can catch Norco off guard, but Norco's seen that before, very obviously, because he immediately turned back, didn't let them even think about that opportunity. Well, we'll have to find other chances. Twizzy bumped Norco. Squiddy to that back wall. We know he can hit this one. He's looking for a flip reset. But Pika will take it away from him. And while Unknown Aurora doing well, just getting that ball and keeping it and trying to make something meaningful happen. You can still tell that Fifth Corner Esports are that level ahead, but they're getting beat on these plays. Unknown Aurora doing better this game, but just beating Fifth Corner Esports with some of these balls. And Fifth Corner will have to play a little bit more respectfully as a result.
Yeah, I have to agree with you here. Squiddy gonna field it in his corner. Oh, gets a little too much on it, allowing Pika to get the dunk. Was he? Oh, and just gonna find some wide open space to clear it. So at least I thought, but Noriko gonna get there, kind of foil those plans. Squiddy taking over at the mid, does find the dunk. Decaf looking to bump on the rotation back, but that ball side rotation so dangerous. Now they're very awkward, and I think that was the beginning of that breakdown. Noriko gonna punish him. I tell you what, Sporty, 5CE will punish you every single mistake you make.
And that is just a classy shot as well from Noriko. He's gonna smash that one to the top right corner, but he recognizes that's going to be what Unknown Aurora are expecting. That's what everybody would expect in that position. So instead, slows it down, dips it under that defender instead. It's just a smart shot, yet it's something that is not recognizable as that's a huge mistake. Actually, that's going to be open for Red Snow, and that's goal 2. I was talking about what Noriko is doing so well in that shot, but this isn't that hard for Red Snow. Decaf simply whiffed.
It's exactly what I just said. Any mistake that they make is immediately punished there. And it's a very fatiguing play style to play like that, where it feels like every moment, any even crucial or minor mistake. Oh, I almost see a crucial one there from the defensive 5CE. The own goal almost happens, but teammate there to bail him out. Swizzy, nice 50 at midfield. Not much boost here, just going to take control. He is beat, but decaf right there. Maybe some pressure finally mounting here for unknown Aurora, but Pika. Right there, dribble out is dunked at mid. Noriko seems to really be that, that X factor coming out of defense each time, being first man in offense. And a crazy squishy clear there. Twizzy, awkward. Oh no, and Red Snow there for the easy putback. Never mind, it's saved by Twizzy. Then Noriko shot on, saved by Squiddy.
Yeah, just some great defense from unknown Aurora, but this is not going to be healthy for them. They cannot be playing this far back and expect themselves to get those chances against fifth corner. They're not going to give you chances until you ask for them, and, well, right now, unknown Aurora aren't even close to that. They are stuck on defense, stuck in defensive purgatory as fifth corner Esports just going to continue to punish and throw plays at that net unless unknown Aurora can get this out. Squiddy, another big 50 from Squiddy. He's got a couple of those where he's just absolutely taken down a fifth corner Esports in these challenges, but that's really been the only way they've been able to break through, and it's just not consistent enough as Noriko. Oh, and a miss from Decaf! Decaf missed it! Fifth corner Esports will take goal free just like that.
I'm telling you, it's just straight midfield battle until one side makes the tiniest mistake or shows, the smallest chink in the armor. And so far, it has been all unknown Aurora showing those, just slight inadequacies. And my goodness, fifth corner Esports punishing them for it, looking to have another dominant win here in game 2.
Yeah, last game, we thought it was a pretty good showing for fifth corner. This game might be even stronger. They haven't given up many chances at all for unknown Aurora. How many shots does unknown have in this game?
Three to 6.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty small amount. As here comes fifth corner. That one saved by Decaf, almost their fourth goal. They would have had more goals than shots from unknown Aurora. As here comes Noriko. Stopped by Squiddy, but Aurora, again, just being kept all the way back. Fifth corner Esports doing whatever they like here in front of that net. And unknown Aurora just have to kind of deal with it. A situation that is just unbearable for them. And to play this much defense. And you feel bad for unknown Aurora because there's really not much they can do about this.
Yeah. Absolutely, like you said, they just seem to be, not only a step, but 2 steps ahead of them at all times. They're outpacing them, they're outplaying them, and punishing them for every single mistake as Red Snow does it once again. 4-0. Last game it finished 4-2. They led 4-1 until the final moments, but this one just feels like, they're adding insult to injury a bit here. Complete shutout, complete domination.
Fifth corner Esports, the highest ranked team in the Rocket League Splash Series here for Season 4. And they're making sure that you know them well. As here's a double from Noriko. That was on target. Red Snow missed his chance. Pika now saved by Twizzy as an initial start from Noriko. That was going in. He had that double tap as well. Unbelievable that he could even get a chance on that play. Now, Decaf the other way. It's actually gone through everybody. And a miss from Pika. He still got back to it. Fifth corner maybe a little awkward, but they recover quite quickly. And that's a clear from Red Snow to keep them in a good position while Squiddy may have the ball. It's unknown Aurora. We're being pushed here into making these plays happen, even when they have offense.
And where in the world was Decaf there? I think everybody was expecting. He had the easy putback. He was just all the way back going for the boost. That's not where you want to be, if you're down in the final moments, especially down 4-0. That mistake right there, that lapse in positioning in that rotation, gonna allow another goal here. And I tell you what, every member of 5CE Esports, they're battling to see, who's going to get that MVP here of Game 2, because they're all within 100 points of each other.
All right, that was unnecessary there for Red Snow to do that to Decaf. All right then, Red Snow, maybe that's a little too much of Rocket League for him on one day. A little fake on his own goal line to make unknown Aurora look very silly as this will eventually hit the ground. It's Game 2 of 5CE, even more dominant than the last win. Here in Game 2, and they're only 2 games away from taking this one, and honestly, they may only need 2 games if they're playing like this.
Yeah, I hate to agree with you, but, my goodness, this time they actually outshoot them even worse. Last time was 8-4, this time, 12-4, so tripling the shot output of unknown Aurora. Unknown Aurora's defense did step up pretty well, made 7 saves, but that's not going to be enough. You have to find more shots than that, and you can't allow so many shots. Plus, we talk about it a lot. That's so fatiguing to play that way, to make 7 saves. You know, making 5+ saves each game, eventually you're going to wear down. Almost impossible to emulate and win a series that way.
I know that. That's the sad thing as well. They know they're getting outclassed in this series, and there's really not much they can do about it. They're going into Game 3. They're hoping that they can get something to work in their favor. I mean, maybe they'll get a game or two. We'll see if they can. It's a really good start for them on how in the world Vesno got to that will baffle me. That is an incredible save.
And, you know, you touched on it momentarily last game, but the recoveries of 5CE, absolutely unreal. And I think that's a big difference maker is, you know, whenever Unknown Aurora make a mistake, they can't really recover. But the opposite, when 5CE makes a mistake, they look a lot more perfect because they're recovering. But as I say it, Squiddy gonna find nobody home there. Easy, good dunk from Decaf there, but Squiddy done and dusted, wide open net. They have their first lead of the series here, Sporty.
A lot of players say they don't like they like to kind of turn their brain off when they start playing. Well, for Noriko, that was definitely one of those moments for him, as that's a synchronized double fake from 5CE. What are they doing at this point? I mean, at this point, this is them. Again, some players say they want to play without their brain like kind of working for them, and they're doing it here as now. Ooh. How is that in from Pika? All right then. So 2 clear goals from Unknown Aurora and Fifth Corner Esports. I am baffled at how these are going in so easily for them.
And it looks like Squiddy just, you know, overcommitted just a bit as third man, but it came from a rotational breakdown upfield, I believe, left him in a very awkward spot where not only was he third man, but he was the only one that could possibly, you know, challenge, and not wanting to give a team like that much space. Oh my goodness, the solo from Red Snow here to set up Pika, but Pika, big body dunk on the goal line. What a play there from 5CE, and they just shrug it off. They went down 1-0. Within 20-30 seconds, they're right back up on top.
That is a huge performance. That's a huge step up for them as Fifth Corner Esports now lead by 1 here, and it's only the first minute. That's how quickly these guys are working. They don't need that much time to get goals against the other teams. As Noriko, who himself, he's actually got a solo all by himself, but he's ran out of boost. Pika stopped by Twizzy J, and that might be a save for Aurora. They need to get upfield. They need to get upfield with some boost and with some confidence. They're running out of both of those as the series progresses. Pika, Noriko, little fake on Twizzy just to make him sit back, and now he's looking for that pinch in the corner. Pika, dribble to the ceiling, drop down in front. He's trying to leave it for a teammate. Red Snow beaten there. Noriko's waiting, but he's waiting a lot there. Oh, he's got to that save from Squiddy, but that could have been Unknown Aurora's chance.
Absolutely. I'm very surprised. I know how good Noriko is, but for him to make that save was absolutely huge. He was just very patient. They do find the waterfall. Twizzy gets a bit awkward and actually gets tripped up by Red. Rotate off, let Pika take over. Pika, pass. Oh, then a good job of Decaf there to remain patient and composed. He saw he had a lot of time on the goal line.
Twizzy J will send it out as well. Fifth Corner Esports again, just letting the clears come to them, letting Unknown Aurora feed them the ball, give them more space on offense as Noriko off the back wall. Second! Right through everyone! Noriko! Unbelievable!
And it's the way they set up these goals just seems anticlimactic. It just seems to come out of nowhere. It's like, okay, they're battling for possession. Not too much is going on right now, and all of a sudden they find the net. They flip that switch, and that's so dangerous because typically the tension is there, right? You feel it. You're okay. They're all over us. They're eventually going to score, and it kind of big save by Decaf, and it kind of gets you ready for it. But Unknown Aurora just on their heels aren't ready for a setup like that. Noriko finds another one here. Decaf, nice save away. Red, the back pass to Pika. Very cheeky back pass there. They might be overcommitted a bit here as Decaf does find the clear. Pika kind of helps him out, but Red there on the backboard, ready to clear it away. He is dunked. Tough read from Pika. And very bold there, Sporty. He had to clear that off his own crossbar. I thought that was almost going to be an own goal.
Yeah, but I mean, with all these guys and how good they are, I was going to say, it wouldn't be too much surprise now. They just whiffed twice in that play. Here comes Decaf. Pinch in front. Pika, another one that's right on his goal line. Easy. It's own goal, as you said, but Again, these guys are so good. Fifth Corner Esports are so good. They, even with these kind of stressful plays, they don't really have to worry too much. They make it look so easy. As here comes Resto to the back wall. It's open if anybody wants it. Who's there? Nobody's there for Fifth Corner. Decaf will send it away for Unknown Aurora, as they still have hope here. This one is, what a touch from Decaf! Off the back wall, he gets it for free. And Unknown Aurora still hope for them here in Game 3.
And that came down to the offensive miscommunication. As you said, nobody there. The reason nobody was there is because Noriko was second man. He went up for the demo, trying to pave the way, and instead of just shooting it, I believe it was Pika, turned it into a pass. Nobody really there, which left a huge gap in the positioning and opened up some space for Unknown Aurora. And this is by far our most competitive game thus far.
Unknown Aurora. Still them. It's still them who are losing. And as long as the scoreline stays this way, it will be them who will have to find a way to get something going in Game 4. They cannot allow themselves to lose this game. It really does feel like the series comes out to this. Oh, Decaf, what a read! That was so fast, and yet Decaf was waiting there for it. Unknown Aurora, quick reactions will allow them to tie this game up.
And all of a sudden, Unknown Aurora really fighting back, really answering back. And typically I'm pretty good at telling you, what they've kind of changed, but I haven't really noticed. It just seems that they're a bit more aggressive, maybe a bit more comfortable on offense, and they're really starting to find each other. And this could be dangerous right here. If they're able to steal this game, all of a sudden there's a lot of pressure on 5CE.
Yeah, I think if I can answer that question for you, what's changing is the confidence from this Unknown Aurora team. They're feeling a lot more confident just to go for it, and they like to just go for it. They like to just, they want to be fast. They want to be that team that's feeling good. But here's a tough play in front for Red Snow to shoot, but that's saved by Squiddy. Here comes another one. Dunk from Red Snow won't happen. Decaf stuck in front. Pika! Pickpocket play in front of the goal. Fifth Corner Esports will take their chance.
Pickpocket indeed, and Pika did a great job here. Rushed up to the play and then slowed down, making sure he was the second one to get the touch. And that's what you want to do, especially in front of the opposition's net. If you're lined up for that 50, you don't want to be the first to touch it. You want to be second. Oh, but Squiddy wins the kickoff. Oh no, and it goes just wide. Decaf is able to pinch it out back in front of the net, but Red Snow does not let it hang there long. Red is it 50 mid. Twizzy looking for the pass back, but Red just happened to still be there. Great stuffing of that passing lane. 15 seconds left. Squiddy trying to get something going. Nice pop from Pika there to buy some time. They just need to survive 8 more seconds. Decaf gonna fake it and go low. Red, it's the clear out. Pika, little fake of his own into a 50. Oh, is Red gonna keep it up? No, he's gonna clear it back. 5C Esports barely hang on in game number 3, and that's a crazy thing to say, Sporty, is they've dominated the first 2 games, but got to be a 2 things simultaneously. That's a breath of fresh air for Unknown Aurora, but also a very tough feeling because now their back's against the wall. They have to reverse sweep this team. I'm not sure.
Oh, I muted myself.
Okay,
I muted myself.
I was wondering why. Lose connection?
I was like, what's happened here? I muted myself. My apologies. No, I was just gonna say, I don't know, I used a lot of energy for that close game, and man, that was tough. But yet they make it happen here. But unfortunately, it's still a loss, and that's gonna be tough for them to swallow. They've got to do that all over again, and I don't know how much energy they have left in this series.
They got to do that all over again 4 times in a row. And my goodness, you said it. That's the energy drainer, that type of play style right there. Pika already attacking Red. Does pull a triple commit. Oh, Pika looking to punish, but Twizzy recovers, makes a nice save there on the goal line.
Look, this fine 5C, an infield pass. Pika, that one's on. Saved by Decaf. Fifth Corner Esports just kind of rotating around, taking their time. It's like it's a leisurely stroll for them at this point.
Yeah.
These guys, they don't feel any pressure. What? This is like slow down Rocket League. These guys are slowing it down. I don't know, are feeling exceptionally nervous on defense. It feels like Fifth Corner Esports has something cooking, but I think it's just Fifth Corner Esports play style, just allowing them to kind of take their time on these plays. And, well, as long as they're making the touch that they need to make, no matter how slow they're playing, it will work for them. As here comes Red Snow. Decaf can't get that one there. Noriko off the sidewall. Here comes Pika, but Squiddy will beat him. Squiddy is unable to step up the pressure, but Unknown Aurora as a team, still a lot on the line and still a lot that they're struggling with.
So then Pika gonna find the open net off the outlet pass. Third man just way too overcommitted right here. It was Decaf. He started to come up, realized Twizzy wasn't fully rotated back. You saw the moment that Decaf started to try to get back, but too little, too late. They're gonna punish you for that one every time. Once again, I think that's 3 out of the first 4 games here that 5C have scored first.
Yeah, and it's not surprising that they'd stake their claims so early. With just how dominant of a team they are. As now Pika, that on? Oh, it was. Squiddy had to get to that one. I don't know where I sent multiple players. Here's a pass from Noriko. Oh, what a save from Decaf. He read that perfectly. The pass from 5C. I thought that was going to work for them, but it doesn't. Here's another chance. Noriko and Squiddy pushed up. Noriko will take it. And it's 2 for 5CE. This game looking like it might go how every single other game has gone before it.
Indeed, and I think that the speed of 5C is giving them a lot of trouble, and it's causing them to kind of, jump off sides, almost, so to speak, where they're rushing out of defense. Okay. And as they take the kickoff, he says, okay, but they're rushing out of defense a little too early, trying to, make up for the lack of speed, and it's just coming back to bite them. And
that fake kickoff, an extremely aggressive kickoff. I'm surprised that 5C would think that they need to go for that at this point when they're already up by 2 goals, but obviously they're the team that's winning here, and they're the SSL level team. I'm not an SSL. They know what they're doing pretty well, and they're gonna go off it. Red Snow, that touch from Twizzy, good but not good enough, and Red Snow has no issue putting it in open net.
And it seems they're just having a bit of fun with it, and that's one of the advantages of going up 3-0 in a best of 7 is now you have 4 chances, essentially. Your momentum all on your side. Confidence is soaring. They just start to have fun with it. And sometimes that's when teams like this can be their most dangerous.
Yeah, and this is, at this point for 5C, they are feeling pretty relaxed. I mean, this is the kind of series that we kind of expected. Unfortunately, I expected this kind of series to happen as well. 5C have just been dominant on Aurora. Well, they've had a good run. 5C are just too good, but maybe Aurora can get a chance here. Wait a second, I might have come to them out early. As Red Snow's got to that one. Again, for Aurora, they still have hope. There's still time for them, but it's going to be tough for them because 5C are just playing perfectly. And how do you take down a team that's playing this well?
That's a great question because, I mean, right now they have 4 shots on net. All 4 are saved. They'll find themselves down 3-0, even though they're only outshot 4-7. So, it's as another one almost makes its way through, but a big saving medal from Decaf. It's almost like they lull you in. They don't do anything crazy, and next thing you know, it's in your net.
That's the thing about the teams that win. The teams that win are not the flashy ones. They're the consistent ones, and 5CE are perfectly consistent. There's no questions about it.
Yeah, could not agree more, but as we enter this last 90 seconds, we see the sense of urgency starting to run high here. Oh, for unknown Aurora as Redward. Nice save there from Red Snow. I thought he was able to recover, but I thought he was going to pinch that one backwards, maybe own goal or even set up the opposition. But again, even when they put themselves in tough spots, they somehow recover as he does it again. He's came high off that backboard to make a few saves now.
A little musty flick to Noriko. J will keep it out. Here comes Decaf. Sent down the field, but Pika is just waiting. And while Squiddy will pre-jump this, that is an expertly well-timed pre-jump. Aurora still don't have offense, even with a play like that. It still doesn't matter, as now here comes Decaf. His challenge will take it. Pika leaves it to the corner, 5CE. Pulling the play still, even though they're sent all the way back. Across, Twizzy J. Noriko beats him on the 50 quite dominantly. And Unknown Aurora sent all the way back. They're going for another one. Squiddy, maybe a fake, but it's Red Snow to beat him here. Off that sidewall, Red Snow. Waiting. Still waiting. Here comes Pika, and that's a great chance. Squiddy won't have it, but he will not have to worry about the shot coming from Noriko. He'll be able to clear it out. Says, Aurora, let's look to get at least something this game, because at this point, it feels like 5C, I mean, feels like they're kind of under victory lap.
Victory lap indeed, as Red Snow actually kind of dunks Pika there if he got a good opportunity, but he said, now let's just run the clock down, but they do get overextended here. Twizzy gonna find an open net the other way, but they need to find back-to-back goals here. 15 seconds left. Would not be surprised to see some kind of kickoff strategy here to try and, bring it back within 1 and still have more than 10 seconds left.
Do you think, I think Unknown Aurora might want to pull out a fake kickoff here. Here against fifth corner. We'll see what they do is, no, they're just going to win it. It's Decaf to the corner. He's got that dribble, but he does get beat, and so does Twizzy. 10 seconds left, counting down, and Squiddy wants one more chance, but it's going to be taken away by Noriko. That goes in, and Fifth Corner Esports, well, they're one of your finalists tonight for the Tsunami Cup. You'll be seeing them on Tommy Bucket's stream tomorrow.
And my goodness, they, you know, everything that everybody said about them in the chat, what you let me know about, all rings so true. I don't see, you know, they have to be the favorites going into tomorrow. The best squad in the, not only the Tsunami Cup, but in all of Rocket League Splash Series. These are the guys that have to be dethroned because they're taking that crown, you know, one way or another, it seems.
4-0 sweep. That is just the epitome of just domination for Fifth Corner Esports. No questions. Everybody knew what they were going to do, and they did it. A 4-0 sweep, our second sweep here of the stream here, and it comes from Fifth Corner, who, again, are just that good. This is not a surprise for anybody, as again, they're in the finals. They're taking on the winner of Team Evo, Unknown Esports. If I get to see Cobra Warrior stream, I'll let you know what it's like, because this one is actually going to Game 6, Team Evo, in the lead right now, 3-2. We'll update you if they get another update on that one, because I'd love to tell you all what's going to happen for that one. But again, what a night it is for Fifth Corner Esports, a 4-0 sweep. They've got to be feeling pretty good about that. And really, again, it was just them being consistent.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love the way that they change the pace. They go from quick to slow. They make you play at their pace, at their choice. They mix it up. As I said, they seem to just almost lull the defense into this false sense of safety, and then boom, they strike just like that. Next thing you know, it goes from 0-0 to 3-0, and you're sitting there scratching your head saying, what even just happened?
Yeah, again, it's just them being so strong. Again, there's a reason why that nobody has really been able to touch these guys. And Aurora definitely won't be given that chance, as we'll get an interview here with them. Let's go say hi to Noriko, Pika, and Red Snow. Congratulations on doing a 4-0 sweep over Unknown Aurora. You guys are the team to beat for a reason, and now you're in the grand finals as a result of your incredible play. Can you tell us how you're feeling about this one, Noriko?
I'm feeling great about this one. It's just how we play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Short and sweet. First of all, congratulations, you guys. And I want to ask you, Red, so what was the difference? Because you guys seem to dominate games 1, 2, and 4, but game 3, you know, was the only game that was really close. What was the difference there? Were you guys just starting to kind of have fun with it? Were you backing off a bit, or did Unknown Aurora just kind of really step up that game?
A little bit of both. I think they definitely were fixing some stuff, and we were also like, maybe we don't have to put in 100, but then
right.
it's good on them for making us kind of loop back and put more effort into it. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, again, it's just consistent. You guys, again, have beaten everyone this season. Is there, again, you had your last match against Rift Esports. That was a tough one going to Game 6, and yet you guys still make it. You know, coming through these matches, is it refreshing to have a 4-0 sweep, Pika? Is it refreshing to kind of sweep a team? It's been a little while since that happened for you guys, I'm sure.
Yeah. Honestly, it feels really nice. Just full sweep a team. Feels good.
And you got this is the team of short answers, Sensio.
That's what I said. That's what I say. They keep it short and sweet, just like the series. They're in and out. Job is done.
Another day in the office. You know how it goes.
Real though.
Yeah.
Again, you guys must be feeling pretty good. And your finals again. We're still getting kind of updates on that finals. It's Team Evo versus Unknown Esports. We'll let you know if we ever get confirmation on that. But again, of those two teams, I mean, the chance to you're very likely you're going to be playing Team Evo. Is there anything you want to say about that kind of upcoming match here, Noriko? Is there anything you want to say kind of about potentially playing one of the either of those teams? Because you're going to play one of them tomorrow.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't paid attention. I do not know either of those teams. I don't know anybody on them.
Well, I mean, you've never lost a game before,
Really?
Noriko. So like, I don't know. That's important, you know.
I mean, you're the reason, Red. Let's be honest.
Okay, you better
He
stop.
said carries.
Nah, I'm always inside of his backpack, if you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're talking about. Again, the Noriko backpack again. Again, as Tommy mentioned, one of the leaders for that Eric season MVP prize, and I'm sure he's going to be given out as soon as the Tsunami Cup is over. So again, what a time for you guys again into this league. I mean, I need to know as well, like, did you guys expect to be this dominant? I have to know, invest know. Did you guys expect to just, take down literally everyone, have no competition whatsoever?
To be honest, yeah, we did.
Oh.
That sounds bad, but yeah, I've known Matt for like Noriko for so long, and Pika, I played him in ranked for so long too, and they're both such easy players to play around that I just feel like the chemistry is already there. Feels like we can just hop in a game and immediately start flowing. I don't really have to think or like try that much. Like our comms are really simple. Everything just kind of flows together. So it's nice to have people like that.
Absolutely. And last question from me for Pika. You guys kind of seem to like you switch up the pace pretty much. You'll be going, very fast paced. Then when you get in front of the net, you slow it down, and you guys almost seem to lull the defense to sleep. And next thing you know, you've scored 2 or 3 times out of nowhere. Is that on purpose, or is that just kind of how the cookie crumbles and the way that it went?
Yeah, it's just how the cookie crumbles. Honestly, you just put a lot of pressure on him, and after like the 50 or whatever happens next, well, my teammate can just follow up. It's pretty easy from there.
Put back.
So, yeah.
Well, again, congratulations on your win, a 4-0 sweep over Unknown Aurora to make it to the grand finals. Again, that's that other series, Unknown Esports versus Team Evo, still going on. But what a night it's been for you guys here, and what a playoff run it has been. You guys have been just the best team in Tsunami Cup by far, and well, we'll see if you can continue doing that in the grand finals tomorrow. But before we leave, we'll go for some interviews. Let's start with Pika. Sorry, some interviews, some shoutouts. We already
shoutouts. Okay. I'd like to shout out Cole Bob, Euro, and Calf, my old teammates, and the manager as well. That's about it for me.
Now we'll move on to Red Snow. Is there anything that you want to say? Any shoutouts do you have in mind?
Everyone that Pika mentioned, and my parents. I appreciate them a lot. And yes.
Well, again, congratulations on your win. And now let's go to Noriko. Again, a very consistent player, kind of a top seed to get that MVP award. I mean, again, a big win tonight. Is there anybody that you have in mind that you want to shout out?
Same people, and as well as Pika for all the dimes he gives.
Thank you, man.
Let's go.
Pika has got all those passes under lock. And again, congratulations on your win here over Unknown Aurora. Good luck tomorrow when you take on Team Evo Unknown Esports. That series, I think, is actually going to is gone to game 7, so that's going to be an interesting time. Wait a second. Yeah, again, it's going to go to game 7 here again. That is an incredible series. Unknown Esports. You might have to play another Unknown Esports team tomorrow. We'll see if that happens. Again, congratulations on your win.
Thank you very much.
Congrats, boys. Good luck.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Man, what a night, Zen Zero. I know Cobra still got his match ongoing, and that's a special one because that's going into game 7 right now. So Evo Unknown, it's as close as it can be. I'm excited to see who will win that. Again, you guys will see on Tommy Bucket stream tomorrow. I will be joining him for the Tsunami Cup Grand Finals. Zen, I know you got a match coming up. You want to tell us about what you have tomorrow?
Yeah, so I will be on my stream tomorrow night. I will be joined by Cobra actually for the Surge Cup Finals. Which we actually watched that earlier. I can't remember who you said. So I know Team Not Found took it. Oh, versus New Age Octane. So New Age Octane's taking on 100 by 35. Yeah, Team Not Found tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I will be joined by Cobra Warrior.
Yeah, that will be an exciting series. And again, if you guys want to see the Riptide Finals, we're not going to be casting any of that, but it will be Anthony and Dilo it's going to be Unknown Academy. We saw win today against Affinity Prospects. That will be quite the matchup as well. Yeah. And again, that's going to be big here as, man, again, what a night it's been. Again, you'll see all those finals matches tomorrow very soon as, again, let's get a raid Cobra Warriors. Any last things you want to say, though, Zenzo, before we kind of end things here?
Great, very long but great day of casting with you, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the draw again. But, yeah, amazing. Always a pleasure to be here, and you already know I'll be back soon.
Again, Zenzo will be back on the stream in no time. Don't worry. Again, thank you all so much for joining the Spotlight stream tonight and for joining for the Rocket League Splash Series semifinals presented by Hey Scarf Gang and Vizbar and GamersOn.tv. Thank you so much for joining the Spotlight stream. Take care, be well, and we'll see you again very, very soon.